Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Hyrule Warriors, the post game. This is going to be post game episode 2, and we're just going to go through and beat up a lot of guys and, hope for the best. There was a Gambit video that went up, so make sure you guys watch that to help with, of course, the hourly views. If you guys want to help out the channel, you can always do a super chat or become a member. That will help out getting another episode of this tomorrow. As well as if you are not receiving our videos, since there's only 20 people here, I would strongly suggest that you stop using YouTube's notification system and you sign up for our free, that's free newsletter on Kwingsletsplays.com for free. It takes about 15 seconds to sign up, and then our newsletter contacts you directly via email, and then you know what happens on the channel every single day. YouTube's notification system is so broken that it is utterly a joke. So Amber and I pay for a service that delivers easily to you guys free of charge. Whereas other YouTubers charge for their newsletter. We do not. So
yeah, there's so many other places you can get notified though, like when people remember to, if you're a paid member on our Discord, you should be able to get notified of actually there's a little bot system that notifies of new videos on their announcement bot.
yeah.
And then we have our Facebook, not only Kwings Let's Plays, but also Nightwing01 Facebook. And 2 Facebook groups that you can join that can get notified of videos. So, but the only place out of all of those mentioned that it is done every single morning without fail is the newsletter. So, and we have to pay to use that, but you guys don't. It's free for the people that subscribe. We pay every month to make sure that the notifications go out to you guys, and there are no notifications going out to you guys from YouTube because we are shadow banned, so there's no notification. It'll be hit or miss. Just because you get a notification one day of the month doesn't mean that that's normal notification. If we do 80 videos a month, you're only getting one of those videos. You're going to be missing a lot.
They broke through. Well, that's going to be fun explaining. Cats just broke down the basement laundry door. Well. Oh. Not good.
Well, we just got the food, so I'll put it in the bowls.
I didn't know they were strong enough to do that. Oh well. I mean, I knew Link could open a door, but that took a lot of ingenuity on his part. Okay. Wait, no. Go back. We need Leaf Boy. Yeah. We'll be playing as him today. We need to increase. Whoops. Why is that not making his sword stronger? Concerning. Oh. Yeah, so tonight, guys, we have everything situated. So you got Hyrule Warriors, and you got Chun-Li, and after Chun-Li will be the Dispatch stream. Dispatch stream finale tonight. Bowman? Okay, bow guy. Light Trident chick. Oh wow, he doesn't have anything. Ooh. By the bathroom door we don't use. Huh. Not really sure how to go about that, but okay. You got rupees. Oh, okay. Well, we got money back for doing that. That's always fun. Ooh-wah. Do you sell silent shrooms? No. Well, what good are you? Oh, they made that stuff easier to find now. Huh. Yes. The scoop is by the door. Next to the Amazon bag. Thank you. Camp. Oh, there it is. Amazon got sued for what? It's a monthly service. That's like saying you didn't know McDonald's coffee is hot.
Now they're gonna have to pay thousands of dollars to people that signed up for Amazon.
They signed up during the pandemic, didn't they?
That they feel that they didn't know they had.
Uh-huh. So basically they're finding a way to not pay for something that they were paying for like, it was never for free though. Amazon Prime was it's not a monthly service though, it's a yearly service.
So why would they be so stupid not to know that if we do? And also, they've never had a month, they've never had a yearly, nobody has AAA. There's a lot of services that renew every year.
Yep.
Like, I don't really understand.
Oh, Amber and I are just talking about Amazon stuff.
I just feel like those people should pay for it.
Yeah, they should because they're trying to.
They're trying to stifle. How are they going to pay their Amazon employees and like the people that deliver stuff? When they take away all their money.
Mm-hmm.
It's so stupid.
It seems pretty sus.
Honestly, I think these, and I can just guess the type of people these are. People with no accountability to their actions.
Bingo bongo, Miss Mongo. You hit it on the nail on the head.
Break the door down yet?
Oh wow, it really sounded like they knocked it off the hinge. I like how you said they didn't break it down yet. Emphasis on yet. Meow. Hello, Zelda. You better be good. Linky, where are you? Recommended level. Ah, there he is. Oh, the tree guy's a level 54. That's not bad. Not great, but not bad. What's the name of this level? Unfazed. What's his name again? Calamo? Calamo. Calamo? Calamo. Calamo. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so if you guys could keep clicking on the Gambit short. It's actually the first short that we've ever released in 4K. My program I pay for on my phone to do shorts, like the editing program, has a 4K option, so let me know how that works on your phone. It's the very first short that we've ever released in 4K. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do that, though, so you have to let me know how it works. Like, so far there's only 300 views on a short that should have popped, snap, crackled, and popped, like, real fast. So I don't know if the extra rendering time for me is worth it. Because a 1080p render only takes about, like, 30 seconds to make the short, and then it takes about 2 minutes to upload. Whereas it took 5 minutes to render it, and then it took 10 minutes to upload it on YouTube. Smart boy. Wise boy, Linky. Proud of you, little guy. Link just opened the door to the basement, no prob. He's a smart boy. Mostly. Mostly smart. Of course she did. No, she hasn't figured it out. Link is smart. Link's probably like, I don't get why I'm being punished, though. That's why if you're worried about Zelda, I'd just leave his box outside the door. I know. Lizard. Lizards. Yeah. What? No. I wish there was a faster way to do this, like to know exactly what's the right method to do. I don't know what the right method is. Hello, Linky. Bananas? Well, Zelda's making her way back down to you after eating. What do you guys think of Gambit? You think he looks cool?
Better get going, I guess.
Yeah. He looks like a K-pop person. Hang on, Linky. Boom! Da da da. Oops. Am I going the right way? Probably. Oh, wait. You need to go. Yeah. I just like how Gambit and Rogue's costumes actually look like their X-Men costumes. Pretty close to it. Burn! Boomerang power! I think you make them. The other one not so much. I don't know. Well, I mean, she's so fast I couldn't see if she came up. Well, no, I saw her little tail go downstairs like a few seconds ago. Okay. Right. Everyone can beat up a Lionel.
For this? Team's victory is mine. Calamo!
That didn't do as much damage as I had hoped. Ooh, that actually did do some. Who went in voluntarily? Wow. Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Of course. Yeah, but that thing that says their agency, Amber, it's actually his cell phone. The maintenance guy. Yeah.
So he's the only guy there?
Mm. That I don't know.
So he's like the Carl of their
Kind of.
nation.
Maybe.
Man, this guy's so nice. Have you ever met him?
Don? Yes. Yes, I've met him.
He feels like he's from Minnesota to me.
He's pretty
A
nice.
certain boon.
Well, there was a few times when I said, "Oh yeah, they didn't check for 2 years," and he's like, "Oh geez," and I was like, that seems like a Minnesota phrase. I don't know.
They said they want to try to fix our washer and dryer before Christmas or after.
I'll not squander this gift.
You gonna keep that flashlight on, or are you turning that off?
How much more can they fix? I mean, it's only been a few months. These other people had years.
Right.
I don't really understand. I'm so confused. Do you want to shut this door? Where's Link?
Leave the door open. He can come and go. He's got his box.
Where is he?
It's downstairs somewhere.
Oh, you think he's downstairs? I thought he was upstairs.
No, he's exploring probably the file on the side of the wall.
Yeah, well, that's fine, because he's allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Well, isn't this a thrill?
Da 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 da. Oh.
I'm just worried when they put the carpets in, you're not going to be able to breathe.
Be able to breathe. It's called opening a window.
Remember last time they put down new carpets? You couldn't breathe, but that was because there was formaldehyde across the street, too.
But there was also, like... I mean, the carpets are going to be in the basement. I can always go upstairs. It's not like it's like...
They did new carpets. Yeah, we didn't have a basement last time.
We had a garage.
And they put the new carpets in, like, the day we came in. Instead of waiting weeks before.
Yeah, it was around there. It was pretty messed up. Like, we told them we're coming here, and they're like, okay, we're gonna put them in like the day before you move in. It's like, what? No. Need to give time to air them out before people move in.
Yeah. Also, our cats couldn't breathe.
No. Yeah, the little kitty couldn't breathe either.
Yeah, I don't like this kind. I did not order this kind.
The chai kind.
It's okay, but
That's a nice way of saying it's gross.
every time I see chai tea, I remember your sister because she's always like, it's her pet peeve. She has so many pet peeves, though.
Too many.
One of her pet peeves is when people order chai tea. I'll have a chai tea. She's like, the word chai means tea. She's like, that's like saying I'll have a tea. It's like, okay, well.
I'll have a tea, please.
It's like, now that I know it bothers you.
Now I'm gonna do it more. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I never met anyone with so many pet peeves in my life. Like, it is such a small thing. Like, why don't you stand with a sign outside every coffee shop and tell people the meaning of chai then? So everyone knows.
And does anyone care? No.
You know how little, you know what, I don't want to tell you, but forget it. I'm not even allowed to tell you. I cannot even tell you this. Nothing. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It's something about my job. Okay, fine. So, you know, we sell all kinds of drinks and sandwiches at my restaurant. And breakfast stuff and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's like, next to the, you know, in Italy, like, you know, espresso is like the Italian word, you know, it's like, it's extremely concentrated coffee.
Right.
So, but most Americans do not use the Italian pronunciation of it. Like, so many Americans say espresso. That's actually not correct. It's espresso.
Right.
But I thought it was so hilarious that the people in my job care so little about the correct pronunciation that you have the bags of espresso beans on this shelf, and there's a sticker there that's been there, like a literally huge, like, they made this label, like, literally years ago. It's really huge and everything. Right. And it says espresso beans with an X. It's spelled wrong on the label. But I think it's hilarious because the actual bags of beans in it they say espresso with 2 S's. So I just found that hilarious. I was like, yes, this is where I want to work. A place that, no, actually I do, because it's like, I don't like people that nitpick people's grammar or spelling. So it's like, the fact that it's like, they care so little about the pronunciation of this, that it's just like, these are beans, I don't care how they're spelled, we're just putting it on the shelf. It's like, Thank you. Like, it doesn't even matter. And I agree, like, whether you say espresso or espresso, literally, it does not matter. It's the same thing.
It depends on the state.
Oh, well, if you're in a very Italian state, maybe they would care.
It's the difference between, like, either people in the East Coast pronounce... You would say water. Water. In the East Coast, in New York, you say water. So, like, it's still the same thing, it's just said differently. Kind of like tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
Meow.
But I just thought that was hilarious because, honestly... The fact that for years no one has even pointed it out to even care to change it.
Right.
It just is like, I actually feel more comfortable around that because it's like, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm probably the first person, well, no, probably other people have noticed it, but they probably didn't care to say anything. Too busy doing their job to say anything.
Most likely.
I knew how to pronounce that, says Shadow Trooper.
Nice.
Awesome, Shadow Trooper.
No idea.
I feel like if you go to some coffee places, they'll literally, the person who works there will say, do you want an espresso with that? And then if you go to some place that's like hoity-toity, like any hoity-toity place or Starbucks, who pretends they're hoity-toity, is like, oh yeah, it's espresso. It's like, okay. Nobody cares. We're not in Italy, so I don't care. The guy, there's a guy. Okay, so the guy who played the guy who played the original Dead or Alive, You're Coming With Me. Who's that guy? What is his name? RoboCop. Yeah, the guy who played the original RoboCop. He has a YouTube channel.
Well, yeah, most people do.
And he had a video teaching people how to make an authentic espresso drink, cappuccino. And he was teaching people how to make it correctly. And I thought it was interesting. I was watching that. And man, he has his own like cappuccino machine imported from Italy. This guy must be wealthy. I mean, obviously.
I mean, he starred in the RoboCop movies.
Yeah.
He's also, Batman fans know the name Peter Weller too because
Peter Weller.
He's the guy who played Old Man Batman in the Dark Knight Returns animated movies.
Oh.
Linky, don't lick the couch. What are you doing? Oh, speaking of licking things, he's near your coffee.
I know. And I probably should put this in the fridge, honestly.
Yeah, unless you want to put it on the laptop tray. Desk.
Yeah, but I'll probably put it in the fridge soon because I want to save it for tomorrow.
Oof, that's
a latte.
Okay.
I'll put it in the... No. I'll put it in the fridge. I don't need this right now. I'm going to need it tomorrow when I wake up at 4.
Amber, you're done with this if you want to throw it out. Unless you're finishing it.
I was surprised how wealthy Peter Weller is. I was like, okay then.
I mean, if you save your money in an actor, yeah, you can do whatever.
Well, in my defense, he wasn't like a tiny picture that kind of looked like your grandparents' kitchen in New York.
Yeah.
But he had a really fancy machine in there. Oh wait, no, he wasn't. I think he brought. I don't know. I'll have to show you the video, and you tell me what you think of it. I think everyone in New York is wealthy in a way because it's expensive there, even if you have a tiny apartment. Does he live in New York? I don't know.
Don't know. There used to be a lot of celebrities that lived in New York.
Yeah.
Here we go. Bird
Here I am.
man.
I have this little bird.
You're a little piece of wood.
I feel like if I was reincarnated as something, I would be reincarnated as this little tiny wooden person. No, I'm Pinocchio.
Right.
Oh, I loved the movie Pinocchio. I don't know what it was about it. I just loved it so much. I thought the Blue Fairy was the kindest person I'd ever seen in my whole life.
Yep.
Man, she was pretty too. And then she made Pinocchio come to life. She was so kind to him. He was crying so much he wanted to be a real boy so much. And then she granted his wish. But she said he could only be a real boy if he was kind and good. Which he really messed up that part.
Yeah.
But in the end, I thought that he helped his dad or something. Like when his dad was in trouble. I'll have to watch the movie again. Oh my gosh, speaking of that, Luke, not to be weird or anything, but oh my gosh, do you remember Shelley Duvall's theater? Where she... Oh my gosh, you never watched that? Oh my gosh, it was so famous. Wait, was that a 70s thing? Oh my gosh. Okay, where she says, I'm Shelley Duvall, and today it's, you know, fairy tale theater. She has like the very quiet voice. Alright then, wow.
I didn't watch a lot of stuff from the 70s.
Alright. So anyways, I found a Shelley Duvall TV special on the Snow Queen. Literally, one of my favorite stories. By Hans Christian Andersen. Literally acted out the way it was, and everyone was writing, this was what Frozen was supposed to be. And I was like, thank you. Had little Kai and Goethe playing and saying, you're my best friend. And then Goethe says to Kai, you're not cool to me like the other boys, Kai. And he said, like, that's because you're my best friend. And he said, I'm like literally gonna tear up. Because at the end of the story, they get married. It's just so sweet. Except I don't think they put the marriage part in that Shelley Duvall one. Because everyone's like, oh, they're two little kids. It's such a sweet story. It's like, that's not what the story's about. That's not the point. The point of the book was that they were friends that ended up becoming married. Because they were such good friends that they loved each other. That was the point. Nobody gets the point of it. But yeah, really interesting. Like, I'm gonna have to watch the rest of it. So they actually acted out the fairy tales before. So they actually made the movie, The Snow Queen, before Frozen. It's actually live action Snow Queen. Really interesting. Sorry, I need to get into it. If I had my own YouTube channel that I could do whatever I wanted, I would read fairy tales. I would read all the fairy tales ever, from all over the world. I would do the East of the Sun, West of the Moon. I would do Anansi the Spider. I would do all kinds of tales from everywhere.
You're still pressing buttons when
That's
it's
what
over.
I like. I like fairy tales. You know that my friend's mom from Croatia, she had to learn English really fast because they had to flee Croatia because there was a war there. And she had to somehow get a job, and she couldn't learn English very quickly. So you know what she did? She said that taught her to learn English the fastest. She said she went back and read all the classic fairy tales in English. She went and read Snow White and Sleeping Beauty and everything. And she said it helped her to learn English by reading fairy tales. Well, I thought she's very cute. She had my friend's mom had a very hard life. She was a doctor in Croatia, but her doctor's license didn't carry over to the United States. So she had to go to medical school all over again. But she didn't have time to complete it, so she just became a nurse. So she could only go for 2 years because she just didn't have the time and energy to become a doctor again. Sorry, I'm boring. I'm always boring. This is why Lukey has a YouTube channel. If I had a YouTube channel, it'd be grass growing and nobody would watch it. That's what I'm hoping Lukey with his YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel.
Level 68. Level 36. Good people.
Okay, out there, has anyone watched Shelley Duvall Fairy Tale Theater? Anyone? Come on, you guys, you're missing out on literally almost a decade of classic videos. Really?
That's too far back.
And I'm the one that people say doesn't have culture? Okay. Yeah.
culture from 50 years ago.
Culture from 50 years ago is our culture. It extends hundreds of years. I thought people said it's good to learn from what came before us. I don't understand.
Let's focus on gaming stuff.
Oh, I'm offended now that people have not watched that.
Hi, Lucky. So, what are your thoughts on the Steam machine? I heard about that. So, Steam is getting its own console that's a small little box that's like 4 times more powerful than the Steam Deck. And it'll have a controller that you can plug in wirelessly, and the box is like this big. It sits next to most TVs. It looks like a when subwoofers used to get much smaller. Like, it's probably about the size of this, but, like, not even that high. And be, like, it would be, like, from my knee to here is its height. It's smaller than an Xbox. It's not smaller than a Switch 2.
Alright, one person has seen it.
Right.
Hi, Naomi. Thank you, Zach Play. Says I did see it when I was younger. Thank you, Zach. Zach is the coolest person in the chat.
Okay. So, Amber, look up a Steam machine so you know what we're talking about.
Oh my gosh. What are you talking about? Look up so I know what you're talking about.
The chat's talking about the Steam machine. So, today,
wow.
at Tokyo Game Show, they revealed the next generation of game consoles for PC because Xbox... We're not getting the new Xbox. New Xbox is going to be $1,000.
Holy...
Yeah. That's what gamers are saying too. They're like, Xbox used to be the affordable system, so they said not only...
it was $300 by Xbox Series S.
Xbox Series S was $400. Xbox Series X was $600.
I swear I got it for $350 or a deal.
I think you're thinking of the Xbox One was $300.
I don't think so.
The Xbox Series S was cheap, but it wasn't like...
Alright, so what do you want? Xbox, what is it?
Steam machine. There it is. You're looking at it right there. That's it. It's a box.
Creepy.
It's 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck. It'll be coming out next year. And that's how people will play. Don't knock it. That thing's going to replace...
conspiracy theories are going to have a field day with this.
Why?
Because it's 6 cubes.
So?
People say that that's an evil shape. A black cube is an evil shape.
It's just a square.
I don't know. That looks like an evil machine to me.
No one ever thought about that stuff. Like, doesn't think about it. It's just it's a box.
I guess I'm strange.
Where were the conspiracy theorists when GameCube came out?
Was it black?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So you're on the weird side of the internet.
All right. Then I guess. I guess I'm just crazy.
About GameCube.
All right. Then I guess the crazy people.
No. You said it correctly. I guess I'm just crazy. Yes. That is a correct thing to say. You say that Amber is crazy, then you are correct. Because no one, and I mean no one, thought of that.
I agree with you. It's evil. It's a Shadow Trooper.
Whatever.
Let me see. I'm gonna look this up. Is a black cube evil? I'm gonna see what it says. Is a black cube evil?
It's just a color. There's so many of those Silent Princesses.
I guess it doesn't really come up. I guess I've been on the weird side of YouTube.
Yeah, see, even looking
so
at
I guess
stuff.
people really don't think that that's evil. Wow, that's like a fringe group of people that I'm not a part of. Yeah. Oh my god, sorry, that's the first thing I thought of. So yeah, so that's cool. Steam Deck, yeah.
No, not Steam Deck.
What Steam? What
Steam
machine?
Because Xbox has been dropping the ball so much lately that Steam is like, well, since Xbox doesn't have a claim on the market of affordable stuff, because Steam games are very affordable. Steam has Steam sales all the time. So now what they're going to do is the system's going to plug into your TV, like through HDMI or through wireless or whatever. You'll plug in your controller like through wireless connectivity, sit on your couch. Very few wires, and it's the future of game machines. Like, it's going to be 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck, which we have the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is a pain in the neck to hook up to the TV.
It doesn't hook up with wires?
I don't know.
What does it hook up with?
I'm sure it has an HDMI out. Why wouldn't it have an HDMI out? Everything has an HDMI
I don't
out.
want that thing in my room. That's scaring me now. I feel like...
Steam Machine, you can't watch anything on. It's a game console. Like, Steam Deck doesn't let you download, like, movies either. You can't use Netflix or Crunchyroll on Steam Deck. Steam Machine is just a console. That's all it is. But they haven't announced prices yet, but all Steam Machine has to do to win against Xbox next year is say that the system is like $500 when Xbox is going to sell their Xbox machine for $1,200. That's the new price that the lady CEO came up with. Hello, Linky. It's kind of funny that both Xbox and Nintendo have lady CEOs now, and that's when both Nintendo and Xbox dramatically raised the prices for their consoles.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh! Plop him right down like that. Or did he plop down like that?
I mean, there was that TED... I remember this TED Talk about... And I probably shouldn't say it, but there was this TED Talk of this woman CEO. I remember listening to her TED Talk about this, and she said that she doesn't generally hire females for her company at all. She said that they don't work hard, and they expect more vacation, they expect more perks, and they won't work long hours overtime, and that they expect more things, like they always expect something in return for all their hard work. They don't just, it's not like, oh, you need to do this because the company needs you to do extra work and that's it. They expect something back in return. They always expect their just due. They won't just do some extra work to chip in. So she said she never hires people like that. And that was her TED Talk, and I was like, wow, that's... She said, I tried. She's like, I tried to make an all-female company. She's like, it didn't work. I only hired males. It's like, and maybe that has to do with the prices raising. I don't know.
Don't know. But, yep, all Steam Deck has to do, like, probably the Video Game Awards they're going to announce, or not Steam Deck, sorry, Steam Machine. All they have to do to win the console war right now, because everybody but Sony has raised their prices. Nintendo raised their prices, Xbox raised their prices, even on consoles that are like 8 years old, like the Xbox One, Xbox Series S, and Xbox Series X all got price increases. Like the Xbox Series X now is $700. And I believe the Xbox Series S is now $500.
Well, if you were to play in the stereotype of companies that mainly have female employees, such as Google and stuff, maybe all that money is going to their weird dog petting room or their, their place of journaling room that has sparkly wallpaper on it. Like, they saw that one... There's been several things where Google employees showed all, like, the special rooms they have in your Google thing. And then a whole bunch of them got let go because they were surprised. They were like, oh, I didn't... they said that,
Link, will you pick a seat and sit? Park it, buddy.
I don't know, it's just... me working every day in the morning, lifting heavy things and sweating myself to death, mopping the floor and everything, it really makes me come to the reality that there is no such thing as a dream job. Like, a job is where you work hard, and after you're done working is when you can relax. You're not supposed to be relaxing on your job. Like, I just don't understand these crazy... what do they call them? Fortune 500 companies or something, where people are just like, yeah, I'm gonna come and go to the little cafe in my job and sit and have a little cappuccino, on my break or something.
Wait. Sony did raise their prices now? When did they? I thought they were the only company that hadn't raised their prices. They did?
But honestly, it puts it in perspective, me working at home. It's like, but I always work hard at home. Luke and I both do. But people always... I can't stand it. Like, people who work other cushy jobs, like, You know, like, no offense, but like people that are, no, I won't name the jobs, but because I don't want to offend everyone, but I'm just saying, like, there's people that work other jobs, not YouTube jobs, and they're like, oh wow, you and Luke don't get any breaks and you have to stream all day. That's horrible. I hope you get a better job. It's like, my job is fine. I don't have any problem with my job. It's called working. Why would I sit here and do nothing while I'm supposed to be working? It's like, it's just, I don't know. There's some jobs where people just kind of chillax at their desk and just have tea and talk to people. It's like, I could not. I would be like, are we gonna work, guys? I would not be able to work somewhere like that.
Wow. Okay. So as of August, I missed this. August 21st, 2025, Sony had to raise the prices on their consoles because of like new computer like parts prices. PlayStation 5 is now $549, so $550. PlayStation 5 Digital is $500, so $499. PlayStation 5 Pro is now $750.
Yeah, I agree, Miss Deanna. There are no dream jobs, and even like the job that my aunt really wanted me to do, which was being an opera singer. She said, you know, you get up you get up at 9 p.m. You practice singing for 3.5 hours to warm your voice up. Then you do 2 or 3 shows, which you have to do, which are strenuously hard. You know, obviously you have to know every line and you have to be, you know, on the ball. And then afterwards you have the after parties, but it's not really a party for you. You have to go and you have to talk to all the people that are patrons of the arts and hobnob with them and tell them how great they are so they keep donating to the opera. And then you're asleep at 3:30 in the morning, and then you have to wake up at 2 in the afternoon and do it all over again. So you're basically like you're literally, you have no days off and you're working 24/7 to, you know, make sure you practice. I mean, you're practicing all the time. So it's like every job, like, there are people who take advantage of their jobs and sit there and do nothing, but hopefully those people eventually get let go, because if you're actually focusing on doing the right thing at your job, you're not really relaxing at any job you do. You're focusing, you know, the whole time. I'm just saying. I'm probably just preaching to the choir at this point.
Yeah, I agree, Miss Deanna. It's funny that everybody complained about Switch 2 being so expensive, but even all these months later, Switch 2 is now the cheapest of the consoles. It's cheaper than a PS5, it's cheaper than an Xbox, and it's cheaper than Steam.
Maybe they knew that.
Maybe they knew the prices were going to go up. I don't know. Anyway,
probably.
guys, speaking of stuff going up and down, hourly views are tanking, so we need you guys to keep watching the Gambit thing. The Gambit short has been up for an hour and 17 minutes. It's currently at 760 views. That means you have about 45 minutes left to click that link as much as possible in order to help out. And then after that, just run the shorts playlist. You can even start running the shorts playlist up above.
Thank you for the super chat. Miss Deanna says, when I saw the news of the new prices for the consoles a couple months ago, Switch 2 is still the cheapest option by comparison. Oh, that's what you just said.
That's what I just said.
Thank you, Miss Deanna. Thank you very much.
Yep. Ow. Okay. Ooh. Who's that for, Link? Yep. That's for Link.
This little Korok has a weird little face. I'm not trying to be offensive to his face. Just a little weird half smile.
What do you mean, don't give up on Vizzy? Why would I give up on Vizzy? I'm with Blonde Blazer, though. I didn't do... You know that I did the romance option for Blonde Blazer. Invisigal she's too... I don't like pushy women. Invisigal is a very, like, flirtatious, pushy... She's not the type of girl that I look for. I like girls that are very shy and cute, and, you know, they don't mess around and tease you too much. Like, Invisigal, she's too... I don't know. She's not the kind of girl that her personality is really going to mellow when you marry her. She's still going to be that same wild woman. And wild women, they don't have a good habit of staying with their husband or their kids. Like, they, you know...
Well, I haven't been on dispatch, but I have to say that, like, it's not fun to mess with people's emotion. It's fun for the girl to do that, but it's kind of rude to flirt with people if you have no intention of following through. Like, that's one reason why I wanted to get married early, because, you know, I had a lot of people that, you know, my friends and other people around me that were like, oh, it's just fun to date around and laugh with people and joke with people and tease people, but I don't find that fun at all. I find that just emotionally, like, messing with people. I don't.
If you need any maintenance, I can help.
It's better just to make a commitment, romantic commitment, to someone, and just stay with them, because I don't. Maybe some people find it fun, but I don't find playing with people's emotions fun.
Also, after I read...
That's my personal opinion.
After I read Blonde Blazer's comic book about why she was looking for a boyfriend when she was with the Superman character, the Superman character basically told Blonde Blazer, which hurt her feelings, is that he's not looking to settle down and have a family. So when she met Mecha Man and was recruiting him for a job, and they were being very flirty, like, in the bar, she had already decided that she was going to dump the Superman guy anyway. So it's not like she was, quote, cheating on her boyfriend. In her mind, she had already, like, started to be like, you know, where's this relationship going? He says he doesn't want to settle down, he doesn't want to have kids, all this other stuff. So Blonde Blazer made the, you know, she was going to dump the guy anyway. And when she met Mecha Man, she was like, it wasn't until after she dumped the Superman character, not Insomnia Man, Fantastical Man or Phenomena Man, whatever he's called, then she properly asked Mecha Man out. And she even revealed her secret identity to Mecha Man, because her previous boyfriend didn't like the fact that she was normal. Like, he just wanted to go on dates in their superhero personas. So, like, Mandy's the girl, like, in this universe that you would marry and have kids with. Invisigal is not really a girl who's going to want to settle down with you. She might for a while. You might be able to tame her for a little bit, but she's too wild.
What is this? Since you're doing, I will give this, don't give a, who's Vizzy, that character?
Invisigal. She's the...
Steam won't be cheap. All their hardware is extortion prices. Extortion prices. Oh, a lot of Steam's prices will be high too, says Jotaro.
Okay, don't give up on Invisi. It's not a romance thing, it's a story thing. Okay, thank you, Jotaro.
Alright, thank you, Jotaro. Sorry.
No spoilers!
I should have read the other part of what you said.
I really like the story, so...
Thank you, Jotaro, for the super chat. Appreciate that.
Yep, and both Jotaro and Miss Deanna have contributed toward another episode of this.
Thank you, Jotaro and Miss Deanna. Thank you very much for your help. And yeah, I'm sorry, Luke always steers away from those kind of girls, but I'm glad he does. But yeah, for the story, it's fine.
No, it's even for the story. Like, when I do dating sims, I always go towards the shy, like, home ec girls or whatever.
That's because girls that are too pushy, honestly, you have to, like, be wary of those kind of girls, because they obviously have, honestly... If they had some value to share, then they wouldn't need to be so pushy. All right, if they were good people in their heart, and they didn't have some kind of thing to hide from their past, or they were, you know, if they didn't have some huge personality flaw, like they were insane or something, there would be no reason for them to be pushy. Pushy girls are always the kind of girls that, oh, I had 10 boyfriends in the last month. So now I'm going to be super pushy because I'm desperate. No offense, but pushy girls are always desperate. And there's always a reason why they're desperate. And you have to watch out for that. You know, you should never, if some girl comes on to you and it's just like, you're the most handsome person in the world, and for no reason at all, like, you really need to watch out, because you could get married to a evil person, like, very quickly. Like, if they're complimenting you like crazy, you know... That's why, you know, I don't know. I personally think, and I'm a traditionalist, but I think guys should make the first move, and, you know, if a guy's too stupid to ask you out, it's his loss. So, that's what I think, and that's what I know, actually, so. Yeah, watch out for those pushy girls, because if they're coming on to you that much, there must be a reason that they're so desperate. That's all I have to say.
But that's why I like Blonde Blazer is like, because at first I was like kind of like, because the internet's like, oh, she has a boyfriend and she's trying
Let's
to,
move out.
you know, rizz up Mecha Man, like she's trying to double dip or something, but she wasn't. Like her boyfriend literally told her like, oh, I like being with you and I love working with you, but no, I don't want to have children with you.
So it's
and,
basically like
you know.
he doesn't want to make a commitment to her. So,
Exactly.
So in reality, he doesn't want to be with her.
Mm-mm.
He just wants to have fun with her and then throw her away, kind of.
Yep. Exactly.
So it's like, well, in a way, he already sort of broke up with her then by saying that.
Well, as soon as he said that, that's when she basically breaks up with him. Or, like, she says, I have a lot going... When you kissed her, she's like, oh, yeah. She's also embarrassed by the fact that she's still with somebody. Because Mecha Man kisses her, like, when they're alone on a sign or something like that. He didn't know why she was hanging out with him. He thought she was coming on to him. They were having a couple drinks at the bar. You know? He misinterpreted some stuff. She was there to give him a job. Like, as a superhero recruiter. Like a dude who would help with dispatch. Like a police officer, but from the dispatch.
Alright, let me just... I mean, well, you know what? I won't go into it anymore. I'm just saying, if you are a girl with nothing to offer, then your best course of action is to push yourself into a guy's life and force him to be as intimate with you as possible early on so that he has no choice, but he has to end up marrying you. At that point, he's trapped. And that is the pushy girl thing. That is their mindset. And so you really need to watch out for women who push you into something, because they're going to push you into a relationship when you weren't even thinking of them. And you didn't even have time to wait for the actual woman you wanted to marry to come along, because they already pushed you into a relationship. And now you're done. Now you're stuck with them. So that is the most horrible thing you can do. Is listen to some pushy girl trying to push you into the relationship. And that is the truth.
But I like Invisigal as like a core member of the superhero team. I like her personality. I just don't think she's a good fit for the Robert that I'm playing as. Like, you can make Robert's personality 3 different ways. You can make him kind, you can make him sarcastic, and you can make him kind of jerky. So, just like Telltale Batman, you have the brutal Batman playthrough, you have the George Clooney goofy Batman, and then you have like the kind of non-caring, non-responsive, you know, very silent Batman of the Telltale games. You have 3 options. So, you can change Robert's personalities 3 ways. I went with the sarcastic, quiet guy, and other people have went with the snarky, kind of like same personality type as Invisigal. But Invisigal's a great character. It's just for my particular playthrough, like, you know, he's going after Mandy, because that's the Superwoman thing. She's Mandy. So basically, as what's her name, Blonde Blazer, she's not a real blonde. Like, her superpowers make her blonde, and they make her buff, and they make her taller.
So she's Hannah Montana.
Kind of. When she stopped using her powers, she goes back to being... So she's like 6 foot tall as Blonde Blazer.
So she's like She-Hulk.
Kind of, yeah. So when she goes back to being Mandy, she goes from like 6 feet tall to like 5'7", something like that. And she's like, you know, she becomes a little bit more lean. But she doesn't change that much. She still looks the same. It's just she's a little bit shorter. And she doesn't have as, like, she's not as muscular. Yeah. So it's kind of like a She-Hulk transformation, yeah. Basically. But the thing that I'm confused about... kind of. She said that... this is what I don't understand. Is it her gem that makes her... gives her powers, or does she wear the gem to make herself look like Blonde Blazer, to look like she's very muscular and stuff, and she has the superpowers like dormant, like they're... That's what I don't understand. That's what I'm hoping we find out, is the gem actually what makes her super? Because that could be a problem if a bad guy finds out, steals her gem, and then she's completely invulnerable. But if the gem just like is a transformation gem and makes her look different, to this, you know, this ideal of what a superwoman is supposed to be, like this big, muscular...
Like her disguise.
Exactly. So I'm thinking maybe the gem is her disguise thing.
The first time you said gem, I was thinking of the Awesomes. With that guy who has the gem, and he has a turban with a gem on it.
Whenever I think gem of the Holograms.
Oh, I was thinking because that guy's a superhero, and he has that gem on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he finds out one day that his mom just found a random gem and put it on his turban.
Yeah.
He made a turban. He doesn't wear a turban in real life. He that's part of his costume. And she wrapped a towel around it and gave him a turban and then put a gem on it, and then she made him believe that the gem was magical, but in reality he could do it on his own.
You want to know what's interesting about the Awesomes is the Dispatch game feels like an episode of the Awesomes.
Yeah.
It has the same type of humor and stuff like that. It has more swearing, and it's got some, naughty stuff, but it still feels like it's written in the same style of the Awesomes.
They probably were inspired by
that. Oh,
that.
definitely, yeah. Think of it this way. The guy is the leader of the team, and his superhero dad used to be the one responsible and things like that. He grew up in his dad's shadow.
Plot.
Right.
Exact same plot as the Awesomes.
Yep, the only difference is the dad in this universe is dead. You as Mecha Man, you're the third Mecha Man in the family. And you've been Mecha Man for like 10 or 12 years, ever since you were a teenager. And your robot suit is destroyed. You're kind of like Iron Man, except now you have no money left. You have to get a job. And, yeah, because he said maintaining the mecha suit was very expensive. So his dad left him all these millions and millions of dollars when he passed away. But over the course of his crime-fighting career, he ended up using everything. So he lives in a very, small, one-bedroom apartment, studio apartment.
Yeah, I mean, money runs out eventually.
Yeah, he has a plastic chair in his, a plastic lawn chair in his apartment.
Oh
He's got a little dog bowl for his dog, and then he has a hammock he sleeps in. And,
oh my gosh.
And that's how he was a superhero for so many years.
I mean, people have to sacrifice somehow to...
That's what he says.
One can never be
He says, in order to do what I did, I needed to make sacrifices to help people.
It's surprising that people, even back when we were making a lot on YouTube, people would always ask us, are you having a nice family vacation for Christmas? Are you gonna are you gonna go somewhere nice for your anniversary? Blah, 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 blah. We never did anything nice for ourselves. We always worked. Every time somebody asked us if we were doing something nice for ourselves, we said, no, we have to, because we had to buy the new Mario game. Because we made sacrifices. Even when we were doing well on YouTube, we always made sacrifices. It was our whole life was our job.
Yeah.
So it's you have to, I've said that so many times on morning streams when I'm stressed out. It's I have to think of it like this. Do I want 500,000 subscribers? Or do I want to work a regular job and be able to go on a vacation? It's a choice. Do I want to sacrifice for this job? Or do I not? Because, people always act oh, I feel so bad for you. It's well, I don't feel bad for myself because I decided to make the sacrifice. I wanted the YouTube channel. I decided what I wanted and I sacrificed for it, so I don't have any reason to feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's my own decision. There's no reason to feel bad. People decide what to do.
Yeah. Hey guys, if we can't get the hourly views up, Amber and I are going to have to go on break and promote the short and the short playlist, because, it's fun having this conversation with you guys and, responding to people who did super chats and stuff like that, but we have to keep our hourly views up. We're 3 hours into the stream, 600 views for this stream.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to watch the shorts, everyone.
We need guys to run the shorts playlist now, or click the short link. Because if it dips and we go on Be Right Back, then things are not doing the best. So we really need people to help us out. You can easily run that in the background. You don't even have to watch the shorts, just run them.
Thank you so much for the super chats, Miss Deanna and Joe Tro. That helped out so much. Thank you very much.
It did. It did help. Let me do another thing of turkey. Bam.
I haven't been sharing the shorts very much, so that's my fault. But of course, there's a lot of people here. So
there's a lot of people here. Well, there's 50 people here.
Well, yeah, but also today, Luke and I both felt extremely sick.
Yeah, we had to I called the carpet people and told them not to come till Monday because I said we're sick, and I said, and they said, I'm sorry. It's well, I said, well, we don't know if it's the flu or something. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, no, we can reschedule till Monday. Because it's like, I knew he was probably going to be like, yeah, I'm still going to come anyway. So I was like, yeah, we haven't gone to the doctor. I don't know if it's the flu or anything, but, you know, I'm just giving you a heads up. Like, if you still want to come, he's like, oh, no, we'll be, we'll see you guys Monday. If you could just move everything over to the other side, that would be great. So he's like, I know how to talk to people. So I know the right things to say.
You're very clever about that.
Yeah, because people don't... The thing is, they're not concerned about you being sick, but they don't want to catch the flu because then they'll not be able to work properly.
Yeah.
Some people don't care about that. They're like, oh, I'll come anyway. But most people, it's like you mentioned you have the flu. They're like, oh, no, that's okay. You take care of yourself. And, you know, translation, I ain't coming.
Yeah, because apparently we found out that the guy who does maintenance for our apartment complex is almost... I think it's just one guy who does it for the whole thing.
He might. I don't know. Because
it's always the same guy that comes. So if he gets sick, he won't be able to do maintenance for the entire complex.
Yes, I'm a clever East Coaster.
At least my job isn't something like that, Luke. At least there are 4 people that open the restaurant instead of me doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Of course, there's 2 other guys that came before to fix the light and the stove. So he must have some people that work under him.
Oh, no, the stove people was actually... They were the Maytag people or, like, some type of...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're appliance people.
Well, nobody told me that.
I mean, you didn't ask.
Well...
Whereas before, the maintenance people handled everything, but the maintenance people didn't handle the stove properly, though. They just put whatever random stuff was in there and was like, oh, this will probably work.
I will just say that if Luke went for the pushy girl in his life, he would have ended up with a girl with an awful personality who was extremely mean, with very knobby knees and a horrible laugh. And so this is why gosh. This is why you need to wait until the right girl comes along. Do not go for the first girl that pushes herself into your life, because she's usually Mrs. Wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Do not. She's your temptation to make the wrong choice.
I know who you're talking about.
I'm just saying, it's not a good idea.
Wow, Amber.
You need to wait for the right girl, and you need to make the first move. She's waiting for you to ask her out. Don't just go for that girl who throws herself at you.
Amber's talking about my high school fling that didn't work out, and she never even said we were dating. So even though I took her out places, she didn't say it was a date. But then afterwards, when Amber and I got together, she hung around a lot, made Amber very uncomfortable.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah. So it's like she became obsessed with me after Amber and I were like more than official. Amber and I were engaged, I believe. So Amber did not like that girl. She was a friend of the family, is what I'll say. And she went to our church.
The first thing that Luke noticed about me was my knees. Because when I wore a skirt, he was like, oh wow. He's like, your knees are so pretty. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, the last girl I dated had horrible looking knees. They looked awful. It's like, well, I am a shoo-in for this.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Without making this,
Luke said he didn't need me to be pretty. It's just it was a nice bonus.
It was a super bonus.
The best thing about marrying the right person is, somebody who's kind and loving and genuine and sweet. If they happen to be good looking, it's a nice bonus. The main thing is their heart.
I was already very happy with Amber and her personality. Amber wore this like bombshell red dress for some fancy thing we had to go to, and she filled out the dress very well. And I was like, "Dang, okay." I'm.
That's because I was Mary Jane, and I should have said, "You hit the jackpot, Tiger." Yeah. Remember, because he didn't know what Mary Jane looked like at the beginning. Yeah,
I had a 40s bombshell girlfriend that I was not expecting. Like, I knew girls, but very few girls could have made that dress look the way Amber did. That's all I'll say. Keeping stuff PG. But I don't even remember, like, because of the car accident and stuff, I don't remember what the occasion was that you wore that dress, but I know we went someplace.
Well,
But
the first
can't
time I wore
remember.
that, you weren't. I don't know. I wore that to sing at a jazz concert for the college.
Okay, that's what it was.
That's probably what it was.
Okay. Thanks for filling in the gaps. Because I remember there's a picture of us with you wearing that dress, and I'm dressed up too. I'm wearing
Maybe
a
I
suit.
wore that for something else too. Like, I had that in my closet. I actually got that secondhand, and then I had to re-sew it to fit me. It didn't fit me at first. Like it was too long, and like it didn't fit me right, and my waist and stuff. So I just re-sew it.
That was cool that you could sew.
Yeah, there's so many things that I like doing. It's just like I feel like life is too short for all the things I would like to do, but I can't.
Oh, I have 5
I have
already.
I have so many things that I can do, but I don't seem to be able to make money at anything I can do. It sucks so badly.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I could use it for a cosplay at some point. My mom thought I should get into that because she noticed that girls that when she found out I did gaming, she said, "Oh, so do you do cosplay stuff?" I was like, "No." And I was like, "Why would I do that?" She's like, "Oh." It's like, "Too bad. You would look really cute." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So then I was like, the other day I told Luke, I said, "Well, now that I'm getting a lot more healthy working at the restaurant every day, I'm getting pretty buff and stuff." I was like, I should think about doing some cosplay of some of the stuff I wanted to do before.
I wouldn't say buff. You're getting more like athletic.
Like toned, yeah.
Yeah, you're getting more toned, more lean. Yeah.
I'm lifting heavy coffees every day.
I'm still mad at the guys that you work with, like not
They're
helping.
teenagers.
It doesn't matter. When I was a teenager and I worked restaurants, I helped.
They
lift
can't.
stuff.
They're not allowed to. The manager will yell at them if they help me.
Oh,
The one guy used to help me a lot that works in the morning with me on the
the guy who got
weekends.
fired.
No, the guy who's been there for like 6 years. The guy who works Saturday and Sunday with me.
Okay.
He used to help me a lot, especially when I first started, and he still helps me if I forget something. He's very, very kind. He's the one whose main is Marth in Smash Brothers and asks about you sometime. He's very nice, and he's very quiet.
I thought he was a teenager. No?
He was, I think he's in his first year of college or
Okay.
something, because he's, I thought he was a teenager. I thought it was like 19, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he used to help me carry it, and like, especially when I was first starting, if he saw me struggling, he would carry it, and he said, "Don't worry, I've got it."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but no, he works in the morning, and the guy, yeah, like 5 or 6 guys work in the afternoon or, later morning. They don't help at all. Because, they're just teenagers. Like, they're, well, maybe the 2 of them help. I would say, like, at least 2 guys help sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Let's go in the depths. Into the depths.
Prepare before we move on.
But, I mean, teenagers are always on their own, thing. They're worried. They're not really thinking about helping other people. They're just thinking about getting through the day themselves.
Mm-hmm. What is it like?
But yeah, in the morning I'm required to do, if I can't handle all my tasks in the morning, then I'll get fired. So it's like, people aren't supposed to help me. Like, I have to do it. I don't mind, Luke. I don't, I am like, man, if I had more time and extra energy, I would definitely lift weights or something, because I feel like it's a much easier way to get in shape than running. I don't like running very much. I don't mind lifting things. It hurts at the time, but then you wake up the next morning, it's like, oh wait, I'm in a lot better shape now because I lifted stuff.
We have that chin-up bar I never built.
Yeah, I know. It actually qualifies as that you can put a weight on it too.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
put
just a
weight on it.
chin-up bar. Like, you can do other things with it.
Oh, I thought I bought it for just a chin-up thing.
I can look at it, but I mean, we can't do anything with this stuff in the basement right now anyway.
No.
Mm.
No. Grapes? Excuse me. Lizard, 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 lizard.
But
chicken.
honestly, if I did do cosplay and there was like a outfit that was a little too much, maybe I would put something like right there, like in a certain area, so that it wouldn't show too much. I'm serious though, because I have a reputation to uphold. I can't be like the other girls online doing that cosplay.
Aww.
I have to have some... Alright, maybe there'll be 2 different versions.
Woo! I get my own private version. Okay, we should stop now.
My gosh, Luke. Terrible.
What? I have cosplay ideas, but yeah. Moving on. Let's see. I want to get speed because I like how fast the characters are. It makes things a lot easier. You can use lizard thingies. There you go. See? Nice little boost to speed. Speed boost. Moving on, moving on.
I know.
This? And this?
I would just troll Luke so hard, and the only cosplays I do is like I'm in some kind of mech suit.
I mean, I like Gundam. There's some cute Gundam girl stuff.
Okay.
No, there is. I think you'd make... I would love to see you as I'm more of like a classic anime person. I would love to see you in like a SDF1 uniform, like from Macross or something like that. Like the traditional uniform of like the girls that they wore. Either the blue or the white kind. Would be kind of cool. Because your hair is kind of like becoming like Lisa Hayes' hair from the Robotech show. It's not quite blonde, but it's not quite brown. It's like it's a cross between it, which looks really pretty. There we go.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah, no problem. When you and I met, you were like, I wouldn't say bleach blonde, but you were like, you know, very highlighty blonde or like sun-in blonde. And then as...
Yeah, I used to put sun in my hair.
It's kind of...
So I could probably do that again, and my hair would probably be blonder.
Maybe this is your natural look then. So you were kind of like a...
I always put sun in my hair.
Right.
I always wanted to be more blonde.
So the thing is...
And that only makes it a little bit lighter, so my hair is more amber colored.
Your hair is kind of like a brownish red.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your natural hair color then.
That's probably true, but don't tell anyone.
Okay.
No one needs to know.
I always thought you were too smart for being a blonde, so it makes sense that your natural hair color is kind of like red and brown.
If you put sun in your hair every week for years, then your hair is gonna end up getting kind of light.
Well, I always thought you were a natural blonde, so...
It is sort of a natural thing. Sun-in is sort of like chamomile and lemon. It's natural things that lighten your hair. It's not... But I see what you're saying. Natural as in natural from growing from your DNA versus natural from natural lightening things.
Bless you!
But
what's going on? Stop licking the couch!
You have to understand, even being outside normal, even not putting anything in your hair is going to get lighter. I was outside all the time growing up. Look, so naturally, if I went outside all the time, my hair would be blonde.
No! I need to sit down too.
It's darker because I'm inside all the time because somebody has me doing all these videos all the time.
Gotta give me some room too, pal. We gotta both share this couch.
Sit down. Sit down. Don't purse it. Sit.
I'm probably gonna make you upset because I'm probably gonna use sun-in again and make my hair blonde again.
One sec. So you guys have 15 minutes left with the short. We're an hour and 40 minutes until the short no longer works. Please take this time to click this like crazy, because we're not doing well. It's all up to you guys, whether we go on break or not. Meow meow. And now we're in the depths. Aha! If only we had a working map in the depths in Tears of the Kingdom. I think that was one of the hard things about Tears of the Kingdom is you couldn't really see what you were doing. Oh snap, I need a bomb. Ah, he ate me! Wait, did I get eaten?
we're
Oh,
both
you got
eaten.
eaten.
I got eaten.
You got eaten. Okay, I was like, I don't want to get eaten. Need to use a bomb. So, bomb. There we go.
Link is in his happy place, which is squished against Luke's leg. And
He likes that.
couch.
That's one of his favorite things. He just likes it. Come on, dude, eat the bomb. Say ah. That's not saying ah. That's the opposite of saying ah. Ah. Is his mouth open yet? No. Okay, this guy's getting annoying.
Well, so the new age of gaming is going to be ridiculously expensive.
Kind of like how it was in the 90s, except there's going to be no way to rent anything. Like, nobody does rental stuff anymore because it's all digital. There's no point. Rental companies can't compete. Like, actual companies that, you know, they send you a physical product, they don't really work well anymore. Like, it doesn't... People are like... They like the convenience of digital. Which is why Nintendo basically made the Switch 2 as kind of like a fully digital system, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom! Boom! There it is.
Yeah, somebody the other day asked me on a stream if we were going to do Mario Galaxy Collection on Switch 2, and I was like, we
did
that.
Mario Galaxy 2.
That's what I thought. I mean, I told them.
Why would we do Mario Galaxy again? Maybe we'll do Mario Galaxy closer to the Mario Galaxy movie.
Yeah, that's what they again.
Yeah. Did you see the trailer?
The trailer? No, I didn't. I just saw yours.
Well, mine, I actually posted the full trailer, and then
Yeah.
YouTube told me, this is all copyright by Nintendo, so, you know, we're going to give you a copyright warning. And I was like, uh-oh. So I erased it right away, and the copyright warning went away. And then I was like, how much of this trailer can I put without Nintendo getting mad at me? So I was like, all right, so I'm just going to do a highlight. I'm going to show Bowser, show Luigi, show Mario a little bit, show Peach, show Bowser Jr., and show Rosalina's first appearance. And then that's what I ended up doing. So instead of it being a 2-minute trailer, it became like a 58, 59 second teaser.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see the full trailer.
Well, I thought... Who do you think voices Rosalina?
I don't know. I have no idea. The person from the games?
No. The famous actress is voicing Rosalina. You might not like this actress.
I don't like any actresses.
Okay. Well, you
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
It's not the person who plays Queen Amidala, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Too old.
I don't know. Oh, great. Wait a second. Who are we? Somebody who
Well, she's blonde in real life.
I don't like.
She's been in tons of Nintendo commercials, and she grew up with Nintendo, so she's a Nintendo super fan. And this is like her...
Brie Larson is doing
Brie
Rosalina?
Larson is Rosalina, yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as soon as I said she's appeared in a lot of Nintendo commercials, Amber's like, wait, Brie
Oh
Larson?
my God.
It's like, yep.
Why?
Well, for one, she has a really good PR agent now, so she doesn't, like, say a lot of stupid stuff anymore. Like, their PR department, whoever, you know, Brie's PR people, ever since her debacle with the first Captain Marvel movie, she's kept her mouth shut about a lot of stuff, and she's becoming more likable. Because, you know, she dresses more feminine now and all kinds of stuff. She probably still believes all that nonsense, but she doesn't say it as much. Like, she has a really good PR firm
Yeah,
now.
I mean, that's the only way for people to not hate what you believe, is just don't say it a lot.
Exactly.
If you don't say it, nobody knows what you think. So
Exactly.
no one can get angry at you for your beliefs if you don't say them.
So probably a couple years ago, like if Mario Galaxy was coming out, Nintendo wouldn't want anything to do with Brie Larson because they hate controversy. But it's been
Yeah.
so long and she hasn't done anything. So then, like Chris Pratt, she's a fine casting that might be controversial in America for some people, but it's going to get people talking a lot about the movie. so Nintendo sees it as like a win. But there was some big controversy in Japan right now that there was a new Super Sentai show. The Black Ranger, the female cast member, one of the only female cast members, did something illegal in Japan. She got kicked off the show, and they had to cut her scenes out of the show, and she's literally the Black Ranger in the show. And then they got...
Oh, so she's the most important character.
She was one of the most important characters in the new Super Sentai, and she was a really likable character.
Oh, wait. Black Ranger. So Red Ranger would be the leader.
Right, but she's a... In Super Sentai, every ranger color matters.
Oh.
Like, so she got fired. They brought in a sound-alike to do her, like, you know, morph sequences. And they cut out all her live-action stuff. So they're going to have to... Either they're going to replace her, since the show is still ongoing, or they're just going to cut all her female scenes, like her actual live-action acting scenes, out of the show. Or they're going to... And just, like, redub her, like, her ranger form or whatever.
Yeah.
And because this is the last season of Super Sentai, because Super Sentai's changing... a lot of Sentai fans are very upset, but she did do something that broke the law. And in Japan and Korea, if you, as a actor, do something that is very bad, it looks very poorly on the type of character you play, which is a hero. So if you're a hero actor in Japan or Korea, and you do something wrong, you have to take responsibility, get fired, and, you know, apologize first and foremost, and learn from... You know, not to do that again. It's not like a slap on the wrist. Oh, yeah, you can keep doing the show. They fire you, and then they expect you to get better as a person, to reflect on that, and then maybe down the road they'll bring you back on another show or something like that. Yeah. So Korea and Japan are hardcore with their celebrities if their celebrities
I'm not even
going
to ask what she did, so it doesn't even matter.
Drinking underage.
Oh.
So she was a year underage, and she was caught drinking and partying somewhere with... at a male escort place or something, I believe. Something like that. Like, they have escort bars where there's a lot of, like, social drinking in Japan and stuff like that. So she was at one of those things. And, yeah, she lost her job. Because that's a big no-no. If she was not underage and she was, you know, drinking and stuff like that, it wouldn't be a big deal. But
Yeah, because it was not it.
because they said it sets a bad example as a hero.
Yeah. Okay. Trying. They're trying. Alright, guys, the YouTube short has done everything it can, so it's time for just the shorts playlist from now on.
I don't know why this apartment complex wants to fix all of our stuff.
It's their job.
I know, but the other people didn't do anything.
Because they didn't care. They just want to get in cheaper tenants.
Alright, guys, now comes the part of the show where the shorts playlist is the star. So you can stop clicking on the Gambit thing. It's not going to do anything anymore. We've reached 2 hours with the Gambit short, so that's done and gone. So...
what's the age that you can drink in Japan?
Official drinking age in Japan.
Isn't it? It's 21 here. Must be 18 there or something.
You have to be 20. So she's 19 years old, the Black Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Europe, some places I thought it was like 16.
A little rest will do you some good, King Raru.
Why? Because they want things to be livable. We've had bad landlords, Miss Deanna, for years, so Amber and I aren't used to them treating tenants nice.
They never... The only reason they come in here, like, they fix... Like, say 10 things are broken, say all the lights are broken, the fridge is broken, the washer's broken, the dishwasher's broken, the heater's broken. Say, like, 10 things are broken in the house.
Yep.
They'll come in and they'll think about fixing one thing.
Yep.
And they won't even fix that. They'll, like, half fix it, and then they'll take pictures of everyone's house and be like, you had a shoe on your ground, or this little area had cat hair on it, and they'll be like, you have too many boxes on these shelves, and we're gonna have to come in here. We're about to evict you. Like, so basically, people are so afraid to ask for something to be fixed because they feel like the maintenance people are gonna take pictures of their house and then bring the landlord in here and have an emergency inspection, and if you don't have it spot clean, literally I've had to get a maid in here and get professional carpet cleaners in here and everything. Even me scrubbing all the bathrooms and the toilets, they said it still wasn't good enough. I had to get a maid in here in addition and pay hundreds of dollars to get it squeaky clean for them. And yet, when we first got here, the toilet seat was so bad, like you could see the bare wood, the paint was coming off of it. In the bathtub, the little like knob that basically, you know, is like the little like thing that there's in the bathtub. There's like this little thing that's like a silver circle, and it sort of drains excess water from the bathtub. I had to super glue that so that it wouldn't, the paint was chipping off of it and it was peeling. I had to super glue the silver paint back onto it. There's like the faucet that the shower comes out. Literally, that thing opens up all the time. We have to duct tape it to the wall so that bugs don't come through there. Literally, like they have not fixed anything, and then they complain that, you know, I have a speck of dirt on something, and then they go like, oh, the toilet seat looks bad, when literally it's wooden. Like, that's not dirt on there, that's the bare wood, and that was like that when we got here. And they don't care. I've had to actually repaint the toilet seat like 4 or 5 times because they won't allow us to replace it, and it's like literally barren wood. It's so terrible.
And it doesn't really work very well either. It feels like it's going to break at any time.
But that's why, like, when we were charged as a not as a sole proprietorship, but as a corporation for 3 years for our business, and we're paying back taxes till we're over 100 years old.
No.
And because of
2030.
that, because of the back taxes, we cannot do anything. We cannot get a good apartment. We cannot buy a house. We cannot get a good payment on a car. We cannot get lesser payments on our credit card. We cannot get a nice loan if we need something. We cannot get a business loan. We cannot get anything that we need because of the government's error with our taxes. And it is horrible because we should have had a house years ago. So because of that, we live in like this horrible, because of the fact that our credit is so bad, because we found out now that even if and I have a credit card I pay off every single month from 10 years ago that I got when I still haven't paid it off, because I got that when we first got married, and I didn't realize I only had when we first got married, I only had like less than $1,000 on it, and I've still been paying it off this whole time because we always had other things to pay. We always had business expenses. Even when we were going really big and we had nice stuff, whatever, we had to, that was just to look good for the vlogs and stuff, and that was so we could barely scrape by to get money to visit family and stuff. Like, I've been paying the same credit card off for 10 years. So it's not, I thought I'd be able to pay more of it off with my second job in the morning, but my second job in the morning just barely gives us enough to basically get cat food and enough for like the meat. Like for instance, like this month, Adobe Photoshop came out and our Comcast internet bill came out, and then I was able to get cat food and and like one other thing, like a few more, I just got a few, like, what do you call it, protein shakes from the grocery store so we can make it through the week, and that's it. Now it's gone. I have to wait until I'm paid again. But yeah, I mean, if Luke and I were gonna get a house 4 or 5 years ago. We had enough for a house. They said you had plenty for a down payment. They said our credit is bad, and that's why we can't move from this apartment.
Yep.
Because I would gladly move to an apartment that's cheaper with better amenities in a better place, but we can't. Because we can't move, because to move you need good credit. So, yeah.
Yep, you need credit for everything.
Ouch.
I mean, obviously I've learned some of my life lessons, like, the only thing I really wish I hadn't done, but it did help me back in the day, was I got some nice dresses with our YouTube money years ago. But that's why I'm so sad right now, is some of them I never wore. And they got wet when the thing flooded just now, and I'm so depressed about it. They've been in my car.
It's not that they got wet.
I don't have enough money to go to the. I don't even have enough money to go to the laundromat, because I need at least like $10 to go to the laundromat. So I have to wait for that money to go wash them. And Luke thinks that they're ruined, but I don't want to. I can't afford those dresses anymore. Like, I will never be able to buy a dress like that again. So I want to, preserve them. I thought about giving them away, and then I thought, well, I'm never gonna be able to buy something like this again. I'm sorry for complaining about it, but yeah, that's kind of why we stay in this apartment, because if we get kicked out, we won't be able to get another apartment, because we don't have any credit because of the government. Which sucks. I mean, we had money saved up, but the government took all that. They said that we didn't pay taxes for 5 years, which we did pay taxes for 5 years. They just suck so badly.
No, we never not paid our taxes. They charged us more. Most people
They charged us 3 times plus, but we even paid 3 times. They said that we owed it.
We never missed our taxes.
They said we paid it to the wrong department.
We didn't pull a completionist. We paid our taxes. What they did was they charged us as a corporation, even though we were supposed to do a small home business, which would have been like 15 or 16,000. They charged us 45,000 for 3 years.
Yeah, they charged us more than half of what we made.
And because they made that huge mistake, see, this is why it's important that little people like us should be able to sue the U.S. government when they make a huge error, because they basically, like, almost bankrupted us. Like,
yeah, and
literally.
The last year that we had any money at all, we paid all of our taxes the day it was due, even though it was a tremendous amount. And then we didn't have any money after we moved to Pennsylvania.
Nope.
It was gone. There was nothing left, because we paid everything to taxes.
And then while we were in the process of that, that's when that YouTube company, when Arkham Knight came out in 2015, that's when that company stole money from us. So that entire year I had to make back 2 months of pay, on top of like the insane taxes and moving and all that other stuff. And yeah, we almost went bankrupt.
So the company that we rent from basically holds us like Darth Vader in like a neck grip, like to the point where
not anymore. It's a totally different company.
It's a different company now, thank God. And honestly, I will say that God is good, because I talked to this lady I swear to you, I was at this I just saw her last week, which was weird. This little old lady who's a grandmother, I talked to her at the laundromat. And she was having a problem, and I said I'd pray for her, and she said, thank you so much. And then I told her, I said, yeah, I'm just here because my apartment complex never fixes anything. And she said, that's horrible. And then she said, well, I will pray that somebody new owns your apartment complex. And she said, so they'll fix your stuff and you won't have to worry as much. And lo and behold, literally within a month after her praying that, this company got bought out by a new company. And within a week of that, literally, they came in and fixed the stove, the fridge. They ended up fixing the water heater. They ended up fixing the carpets. They ended up fixing the lights. They ended up getting better installed, like, things for the fire alarms. And they started telling us everything that,
and they
like...
fixed the stove.
And they fixed the stove, literally, within a week of a new company. Literally. And that was after a little old lady said she would pray for me.
No,
and I was like, okay.
The old landlord would have kicked us out, Lucky, because, like, they were going to hold us to... They were telling us that when we moved, we were going to have to give them, like, $7,000 for new carpeting in the basement. Is what the landlord said. Well, when you guys do move, just know you're going to have to pay for the damages that your cats did to the carpets downstairs. And they said...
Even though they never gave us new carpets when we moved in here.
Right.
We have the old carpets from the last people.
Yeah, so now we're not responsible for that, but that's why Amber and I are like, we're going to pay a few $100s to get a door down there so that those new carpets they put in aren't going to get messed up. That's the plan. But anyway, guys, we have to go advertise the short. The channel's too low right now. You guys can help by running the shorts playlist in the top. This stream will continue. It's now 7 o'clock, and Amber does have work at $7. That's cheap. $7 for... Who said
$7 for what?
Who said $7? I didn't say $7.
$7,000.
7 grand.
$7,000.
The landlord was going to charge us $7,000.
$7,000.
The previous one. And the previous landlord, they weren't planning on leaving either because they instituted a new payment option on their website. So we didn't even know they went public and got bought. Like, because they were forcing all the tenants had to pay this new online portal where you would split your rent payments because they were having problems with people paying their rent. So they made this whole new online infrastructure, but it didn't matter because they got bought out like 3 weeks after they instituted that, which was crazy.
No, I've never bought a Gucci purse. When I'm talking about nice clothes, I'm talking about me going to Kohl's and buying a few dresses for $70.
Yeah.
I've never bought anything over, I've never
Amber,
even bought, I don't have any article of clothing over like $100.
Yeah, Amber's very practical.
I've never bought something for over $100, ever. I would never. You know why? Because my parents and my mom's parents and my dad's parents both were missionaries in other countries. My grandfather grew up in extreme poverty in China, and my father grew up in Venezuela, where he had to have powdered milk. I would never spend over $100 on a clothing item ever.
Soupy. We gotta advertise our stuff. We're almost under 1,000. So guys, we're gonna run the Be Right Back music during this time. Please run the shorts playlist. We got to go advertise our stuff, okay? This can happen during live streams, by the way. We have told you guys this before that, you know, if YouTube doesn't collectively give us views during the stream, like this stream is still well under 1,000 views, it really impacts our hourly views. I might even have to make a cat short. I'm going to evaluate and see what's going on. In the meantime, please run the shorts playlist that's located at the top. Run it at 2x speed, and we should be back in 15-20 minutes if the hourly views go up, okay? If not, then it's going to be a longer break. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was a valiant effort. Thank you guys so much for running the shorts thing in the playlist. And we're going to come back and do some more Hyrule Warriors for a little bit. Somebody was saying, oh my gosh, this is a very long stream. It's like, yes, it's a very long stream.
They're all 5 hours.
But Amber and I decided we're going to go and have a date. There are 2 movies we want to see. We want to see The Rent-A-Family with Brendan Fraser this November, around Thanksgiving. And then there's a animated movie about King David. That looks really good, but that will only be in theaters for 2 weeks.
Wow.
For us, December 8th through December 17th.
Yeah,
like
I'm
that.
going to try to ask for the day off of work.
So those are the only 2 movies that we're going to go see until the end of the year.
Yeah, both of them look really good.
Yeah, both of them look really good. Yeah. Yep.
The Brendan Fraser one with Rent-A-Family is interesting. I recently saw a vlog of a YouTuber that lives in Japan, and she tried to rent a boyfriend for the day, and she vlogged it the whole time, which I felt like probably made him feel uncomfortable or something.
No, not really.
But like, It was interesting because he really seemed like he was her boyfriend. Like, he was just like, hi, you know, sweetheart. And like, he was just like, and she's like, is it okay if we hold hands? And he said, that's what boyfriends do. And like, I was just like, okay, like, this is so weird. Like, so if you rent they are completely in character more than a stage play.
Yep.
It's completely like they've convinced themselves they are your boyfriend. Obviously, I'm sure, you know,
they have certain rules.
It's holding hands, and that's it.
Yep.
I would hope.
You can't. I mean, you might get a kiss from them, maybe, but
like a cheek kiss
or
maybe.
a hug, but that's as far as it's supposed to go. There was an anime that I used to watch a lot, and it'll be coming back next year. But Rent a Girlfriend is the premise is the guy and the girl both fall in love with each other, and he rented her first. She got to know his family really well, and then over the course of the show, she falls in love with him. He's already head over heels and smitten with her after the second date.
Yeah, but it's not a real date.
No, it
like
is. Well, it's confusing.
If he rents her, though, her whole date is acting. Like, she has to act like she's having a good time and stuff.
It's a rom-com that is leading into a real relationship.
I know. I mean, I'm sure it would be odd. Like, I was just thinking, like, imagine me being a rent-a-girlfriend or something, holding people's hands. Eventually, that would get very weird, like, having to hold random people's hands.
That's what people used to say, that they said that I did a rent-a-wife thing, like, all those years ago. Like, that you were just,
But how could you afford that since we lived in such a crummy apartment? That would be impossible.
Yeah, that is true. Huh.
It would be, you'd have to pay, like, money. You'd have to pay money per hour. You have to pay money per hour to rent a family.
Yeah. Did you want to play again, or are you good?
I could play one more time, maybe. Unless you want me to just slowly bow out and just talk to you at the last hour.
I'm going to be going for a little while more. I'm going to try to get...
I'll do one more level, maybe.
Yep. And Linky's... Yeah. Amber and I were deciding about, like, if we're allowing Linky to be up and about, because Amber moved his box out of the room, so he has free roam. But
yeah,
Zelda's all locked up.
That's kind of like that failure to launch movie.
Kind of.
Where she's not really a rent-a-girlfriend, though.
No.
People hire her to literally to manipulate the guy into thinking she's a real girlfriend.
Yeah.
Whereas when you actually rent a girlfriend for yourself, you're very aware that you're paying hourly for her to be your girlfriend. But it's usually sweet things you do together, like let's go to the coffee shop, or let's go get some candy, or let's go ride, the subway, and, go to the museum or something. You do things that, I think it's because people in Japan are some of them are lonely because they work so much.
Yeah.
And they need, even, like, it's kind of nice at my job in the morning. Some people, they're kind of, like, nice. They act like friends to each other at work. But I'm sure, but a lot of them go home and live alone or something. So it's like, I could see, like, if you go to work, you talk to people at your job, and then you go home, and you have nobody at home, and you feel lonely. That could make sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, after you're done with college or school, you don't have anyone to really hang out with. I'm sorry for talking.
No, you're fine.
Thank you for the highlighted message. We'll read it when we get a chance. Thank you so much.
HM Goldback has their teeth pulled today.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
You said they're going to watch Transformers 3-1 while they recover.
Oh. Ouch. I'm so sorry, HM Goldback. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Hope you're okay. We'll be praying for you, HM Goldback. I'm so sorry. My teeth have been hurting recently, but since I took a long nap, my teeth don't hurt as much. But they hurt so much for the last couple days. I hope yours are okay. I'm gonna try to get you into that dental clinic. I'm sorry. No, it's not. My job is to take care of you, and I haven't been. You know what? Forget it. I don't want to see that David movie. Instead, we'll Get your teeth. We'll both
Oh no
get
no
a
no
dental
no no! We're
appointment.
planning those 2 dates. So yeah, we have to plan them in advance because we have to because we can't do evening showings. We can only do like noon showings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before the break, I was talking about some random stuff, but I was just telling Luke on the break, like, what I'm saying is, like, when I would see a nice dress I liked at the store, I would be able to get it once in a while when we were doing more successful. But now, the only time I can get a new outfit is if we have a family event or something.
Well, Amber, what people don't
I've
understand...
always been very practical.
Amber's always been practical. Like, the wedding dress she had, which everybody said looked so pretty on you, was beautiful. It was actually a dress that Amber only spent like $90 on. And then she got a really pretty veil, and you had, like, really nice stockings.
I've always been
and
practical
shoes
because
and stuff.
I just don't believe, like, I used to talk about it at my school, like, people would be like, why don't you just get this fancy stuff, brand design, designer stuff like that, and I'd be like, well, that's because there's people in other countries that can't even eat, and people would be like, well, why do you worry about that? It's like, I worry about that every day, and that's why when we did have extra money, we did give to people that didn't have water and stuff when we were doing well on YouTube. Because, like, I would rather give to them than buy a brand design, like, purse or something. Cause
Are we still giving a little bit of money to Wells in Asia? Or did
you
we
have
stop
been
that?
doing it this whole time.
Oh, wow.
Out of your PayPal.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
And then... Yeah.
I lose track of that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, now watch, there's gonna be more things that pop up. It always keeps popping up. It's like, I feel like the maid, I just cleaned this. Can you keep this, like, clean for, like, 5 minutes? And like, more and more Ganon things keep popping. No, don't do it! Don't do it!
Being in a missionary family, my family used to have magazines from lots of mission fields. And I'd see people that were just needing water and needing clothes and needing food, and on the pages of those magazines all the time growing up. And there's no way that I could consider, like, buying a brand name extremely expensive purse or something. Like, I haven't even had an expensive purse in like 10 years. I haven't even ever had an expensive purse. I thought about it when I was in Massachusetts. I never had the money for it. And then when I finally moved to Pennsylvania, I had like this makeshift purse that I kept buying, the same crappy purse online that was $10. Because I was like, oh, I can just keep rebuying it every time it breaks. And then Luke got me the most expensive purse I've had in like 20 years, is a $20 purse from Walmart. So yeah, because it's like, it's not worth it. The feeling inside my stomach thinking about people that need that money. You could, if you had an extra $60 and you had, say you had $80, you spent $20 on your purse and you spent the other $60 to help people overseas. The money you put overseas to help people with food is going to do far more than, say you had $60 for yourself for food. That would last maybe 2 weeks at the most. But if you put that overseas, that could help feed like an entire family for like a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
So you're literally you're keeping people from starving to death. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Sorry to get into it, but it's true.
Fine.
It's true, because the cost of food in certain countries is way less than here. So, if you guys and gals ever have a few bucks extra and you send it to a country that's extremely poor overseas, it helps them so much. You have no idea.
Yeah, it does.
It's true.
Need something with speed and whatever.
Zelda's like, speaking of food, where's more of my cat food?
That's not Zelda, that was Link's meow.
Zelda, I put food in your bowl.
Honey, Zelda can't hear you. She's in the basement.
Oh.
She
We'll be praying for you, HM Galbeck.
Yeah. And we need the diamond.
I'm sorry that your teeth got pulled, and thank you for being a member for so many months.
Bomb. Bomb again. Bomb again? Nope.
Oh, God bless you too. Thank you, Luke and Amber. Thank you, Amber and Luke. God bless you. Says Luke and Amber, I got my teeth pulled and it hurt. I guess I'm watching Transformers. Okay, thank you. 31 months. Unbelievable. We're not having issues with our PS3, Jerbear. We're having issues with the one game on it.
Yeah, PS3 is fine.
The PS3 works fine. It's just that one game. And also, like, I don't know. I wanted to respond to... There was randos from the internet that came off and were like, this is wrong. Like, there was no problem with this game and blah, blah, blah. And you could easily patch it. Number one, even if there was a patch available now, there's no way you could download that off the PS3 network. Like, at this point. Because they obviously aren't supporting the online... I love it how they're like, just connected to the Wi-Fi and it'll be fine. It's like, what? What planet are you on? They don't have service available for PS3 anymore. That was gone a lot. It's 2 generations after that. We're on PS5 at this point. And also, they did, for the Devil's Advocate, there was some people criticizing us saying that, oh, there was patches back then. Well, I don't believe that there was, but there was a few people who said there was a weird patch, but they said it bricked the game. So, you know, like, even if there was a patch available, you know, that people are saying that it's possible it was actually breaking the game. So why would we want to download that? It's so stupid. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just that one particular game, that Simpsons game. Some older games are just broken. That's just how it is.
Well, they needed more development time. Is like somebody at EA said this years ago. The publication I worked for called Game Zone, like actually, we gave it a scathing review back then. And what a lot of people see, this is what folks don't remember about actual console gaming, but console gaming did not start doing online patches until at the very latest, early 2009. There might have been some, like, testing of patches in 2008, but for the most part, there wasn't really a lot of that yet. So 2007, specifically, they didn't have patches for games. They were experimenting with what's known as online games, like the the WiiWare stuff for the Wii was where people were making specific games for, like, the online market. And then PlayStation Network also started doing PSN games and stuff like that around, I'd say, late 2007, early 2008. But it wasn't until they started to have problems with those games that they really started in, I'd say, probably early 2008, they started to roll out patches online for games. Like, if games had bugs and they were unplayable, they started to work on a way to make those games work again through a very long, you know, upload or download thing. Yeah. And then, of course, by 2010, patching your games was the norm. It was like, if something bad happened, you could throw a patch, but a lot of companies didn't really start doing that until at least early 2008. So the Simpsons game, unfortunately, fell before that kind of, like, it became norm. And there was one other game that also released on the PS3 that year that was unplayable. But I can't remember the name of it. It was a shoot-'em-up game.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, the people who bought the game on Wii and stuff like that, they didn't get the joy of having the free roam. So basically what would happen after you finished each chapter, then you would have to go to the next story level.
Yeah.
And the graphics weren't as good, obviously.
The free roam is fun.
The free roam is fun, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't even know if we can continue the series or not.
I can get the game on Wii.
So then we can just finish it on Wii.
And finish the story, but it still won't look good. I told you, I'm trying to... I think my cables broke because I can't get them... If that device broke, that device is going to be trickier. I'll have to replace that. You know that HDMI thing that has all these, like, cables plugged into it on the floor? It's got, like, this weird powdery substance on it, and it's broken. So,
yeah.
like baking soda or something got inside of it. It's okay. I mean, I can get another one on Amazon. I just have to wait till I have how much it costs. It's like $100. So what I'm gonna do is I'm hoping that
maybe if I opened it up and then took the powder out.
No, it doesn't. You can't get liquid or powder inside of electronics.
I'm sorry for this.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying there's nothing you can do to fix it. So what I'm hoping for is that the cables, the component cables, are what's wrong. And then I'm going to swap out the brand new component cable I have coming for PS3 tomorrow and see if I can get the Simpsons game to work at a lower resolution. Because I was reading one forum site and it said that HDMI might be the issue.
Yeah.
Because, like, technically the Simpsons game didn't really use HDMI back then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to put it at a 720p component resolution through HDMI out, like a HDMI converter, and see if that fixes it.
You think that it can still connect to Wi-Fi because Sony released a system update for PS3 in 2005 in April? Well, would that system update include any? Would that include all the patches to every game though? Like, I don't know what the system, it depends what the system update would include, though.
Yeah, that PlayStation has never been online.
Like, I don't know. I mean, it all depends on what's in the system update. Like, if they're updating every game,
I don't know.
I'll not squander this
I don't even know why anyone would download a system update to their PS3 in 2025. That seems crazy.
Mm.
I mean, wouldn't you have to look for the exact patch on the system, on the PlayStation Store, and look up the Wi-Fi?
You can't download stuff on the PSN anymore.
You'd have to look up PSN, not just a system update. I would assume it'd have to be on the PSN Store.
Yep. So some people are asking too, why didn't the Simpsons game get a port on PS4? It's very simple. So the Simpsons game came out when the system came out, like around 2007, 2006. And what happened was the only ports that you got on PlayStation 4 to PS3 is when the PS4 released. So whatever year that was, if it was 2014 or 2013, PlayStation games that released, like one of my favorite games, Dragon's Crown, had a PlayStation 3 version, and then 6 months later it got a PS4 version, which I have both. The PS4 version obviously looks better and, doesn't have some of the slowdowns that Dragon's Crown had on PS3. But there were a handful of games that were selected that came out on PS3 during, year 1 or year 2 of PS4 that were ported over to PS4. But a game that released in 2007 wouldn't get a PS4 port. That's too long ago. Also, the game didn't do well enough for them to, to do that kind of stuff. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, PS3 used to run on an Ethernet cable. Raspberry. I don't know anything about that. So. Oh yeah. So how could it be? That's versus Wi-Fi. Yeah.
No, most of our game consoles are plugged in. That's Ethernet.
Oh. So a lot of our consoles are already on Ethernet.
Yeah. Switch, PS4, Xbox, yeah. Or, sorry, PS5, Switch, and Xbox are the only things connected. And, of course, our laptop. We have lots of, like, yellow plugs that Amber has them run under the carpet so it doesn't look like there's wires everywhere. But there's still wires. It's just like the Ethernet cables are underneath the rugs. You can't fit all the console cables under the rugs because we unplug consoles all the time. And you need to be able to get to them to swap the Switch and the Xbox and the PS5 like into the TV. So those plugs always have to be out because they're swappable. I don't have like a master Switch where I could be like, okay, I'm playing this system and I'm playing that system. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, so we have to move everything in our apartment to the other end of the...
No. Everything in the basement that's on that one side needs to be pushed to the other side.
I can't believe they're even redoing the carpet in that closet.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't they?
But the cats were never in there, and nobody has even been in that closet. It's completely like that closet has been shut this whole time we've been here. Oh well.
Alright, I actually made my sword level 11. That's cool. Alright, we're gonna do a Zelda and Robo-Link level. Which was where was Robo-Link and Zelda? Nope. I lost it. Where was it? No. No. What's this? No. No, I don't think that's right. Nope. Too much. Too much. Where was the level? It just said Link and Zelda level 50 something.
Well, that makes sense, Jerbear. There's a recent update for the PS3 system to keep it running smooth. I mean, that makes sense. But I still, like, for the people that were... There were some mean people in the comments to Luke's video saying that it would be perfectly easy to connect his PS3 to Wi-Fi and then it should easily be fixed, which isn't... doesn't make any sense, because how would they have the patch still on the PS3 after all these years for that specific game? I don't think it would still be there.
I don't think so.
You'd have to find it on the PSN store, and the PSN store would not be up. So I have no doubt that you're probably correct, Jerbear, that there's a 2025 patch for the PS3 to run smoothly for the games you already have, but I highly doubt that PS3 would have every patch of every game that's ever existed still on their PSN store, sitting there waiting for people to download it. That seems highly unlikely to me. So I agree with what you're saying, but I don't agree with what those people on the Luke's video are saying, that some idiot was saying we spread misinformation. If we were spreading misinformation, it would be something that we would benefit from it. Like, here's some misinformation, so you have to buy my product. It's like, no. What if you're saying I'm frustrated about this, my game isn't working, and I can't patch it? You're spreading misinformation. It's like I'm spreading the frustration about something that's happening to me, and you can clearly see it on my game console. If I was spreading misinformation, then I would be doing it in a sly way to get money out of people, or some kind of agenda that I have. Why would I have an agenda about just sharing literally an experience that's happening to me? It's so stupid.
Yep.
That's not the definition of spreading misinformation. Is to literally promote some kind of false narrative for your own benefit. It has nothing to do with sharing your personal experience.
Here's a...
I just feel like people today are so hostile, and I just hate this world we live in. It is such a horrible...
No, they're toxic. But like, here's the thing.
It's a toxic world.
You never ever give idiots the time of day. Like, you never give fools the ability to speak or to even listen to their advice, because they don't know what they're talking about. Like, there's no point talking to a stupid person, because then you're just going to get dumber. Yeah. So, I mean, I just ignore them. Like, I saw some of the comments that just like, I'm literally showing people what's happening. They're arguing something ridiculous that they think is going to work for them, but,
and the fact that they come on some random person's channel that they don't even know to try to accuse them of something, they don't even know this person, about literally with no empathy for what you're going through, where you can't get this video started. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
We make for battle.
Yeah, so I mean, I never give idiots the time of day. Like, I just ignore them. And they are morons, so I'm not,
Like, that's why, like, I forgot what it was, but like
I would recommend you play a Zelda for this level, because this is going to be harder.
Like at the I mean, I know it's stupid, but at the restaurant I work at, sometimes like people will say, like, the customer will come back and be like, I specifically ordered cheese on this sandwich, and everyone will be like, well, I heard you say you didn't want any cheese, but we can change it. Whereas if I was handling the situation, I would just say, oh, okay, there was a problem with your order, let's fix that, there you go, and I would just give it to them. I wouldn't argue with them at all.
Right.
Because I mean, not that it's that great of a place I worked at, but when I worked at Burger King, people had problems every day when I worked near Boston, and they would always lie and say that they ordered it this way when they didn't. And we would just hardly even talk to them, change it, and then give it to them. We wouldn't argue with them at all because it's no point. Like, they're going to be argumentative no matter what you say. You're just going to get into this huge thing about a sandwich, which is ridiculous. I'm sorry, what were you talking about?
Oh, no, you're fine.
You said something about we're both going to be needed for this battle because blah, blah, blah.
You need to play as Zelda
Okay.
because Zelda is stronger. Those other characters that you're playing as are very underleveled.
Alright, I'm playing as Zelda.
They recommend characters level 50 and up. Both Robo Link and Zelda are level 60 something. So you'll have a much smoother time defeating enemies and clearing stuff where you might actually get game over playing as a Goron or the Zor. That's just
Yeah.
my place.
But, I mean, that's a character flaw myself. I don't like confrontation. So
Confrontation with what?
I just don't, like, if I ran my own restaurant and somebody was like, I ordered, this sandwich with the specialty, jam on top, and I ordered it with, whipped cream, I would be like, can I see your sandwich? I'd just add this specialty jam and I'd add the whipped cream and be like, here you go. Have a nice day. I wouldn't argue with them at all. I would never say like, now when did you order this and what was your, let me see your receipt. I wouldn't even worry about it. It'd be like, whatever. Here you go. I'm a very passive person. I don't want to get into it with people. But sometimes you have to. So what are we doing in this video? I'm sorry for being distracted.
We're fighting higher levels.
Yeah.
I didn't mean for us to fight higher leveled enemies. It just, kind of happened.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking about that stupid component thing where you said don't give people the time of day. Yeah.
Oh, component stuff? Well, the PS3 when it released, it had HDMI and it had component. The problem is the PS3 has problems with the HDMI. So you remember that one PS3 we were using that the HDMI caught fire? So
Yeah.
Sony put really cheap parts inside of the HDMI thing for the PS3. It has the option of eventually catching on fire because it's made with cheap parts. That's why when we were doing that Spider-Man 3 series, the PS3 started to smoke and we took it to the place and they said everything's fine with your PS3. They said your HDMI thing is fried and it's fried on the circuit board. And they were explaining to me there was problems that happened with the HDMI, and since most people didn't use HDMI on their PS3s, this was never a really big issue for Sony to be like, okay, we're just going to recall this.
Right.
So,
That makes sense.
you have to remember the PS3 released like right during the transition period from HDMI to component, whereas, the standard definition was high definition. HDMI with the PS4, but the PS3 could do both component and it could do HDMI, but the HDMI had faulty parts in it, which is why ours is, if we have two different PS3s, we have the one with HDMI that we got refurbished, and then we have our old one that's over there, and you can look at the back of the PS3, the HDMI is all burnt.
Yeah, because I was thinking when that one got messed up and it was on smoking, I thought we were going to use the other one. But I guess we are still using that one that was smoking because we just...
the one that's smoking is dead now. Like
Oh, that's what I thought.
It's completely dying because the motherboard has, every time you boot it up, it asks you what the date is,
and that's
and it erased all our DLC that we've ever gotten for that PS3.
Yeah, and that's interesting because... Never mind, because it's kind of an interesting point, because people say that we could easily patch stuff, but if that's true, then why is the PS3 not able to find our DLC?
Well, that's that PS3, though.
Yeah.
I do not have a PlayStation account on the refurbished PS3. I've never gone online with it because there's no reason. I could go online with it, I guess, but
Yeah.
I've never done it because, I just play offline games on it. Whenever I do a series on PS3, like Dragon's Crown or something here, like for the channel, it's always the refurbished PS3 that's over there by the Wii U. Our old one, it still worked for a while, and I showed off all the PSN games that we downloaded over the years. So, I mean, pretty much that's a husk over there, but I can't turn that system in. If we tried to trade that system in, and, a guy at the table was like, okay, I'll give you like $50 for this thing. I'm essentially selling him a faulty system, because whoever he gives that to,
Yeah.
it's probably got a year left of play,
Oof.
or even 6 months left to play for somebody who's really going to play it
Could
a
you
lot.
sell it to him and put it on a note and be like, if there's a specifically mean, angry customer, sell it to that person?
No. No.
Then they get what they deserve.
No.
You can't do that, because then he wouldn't buy it from you anyway. They'd be like, why?
Yeah.
Why would I sell this
Once-
to an angry customer? Because it's broken?
Once your older PS3 starts to ask you things like, what's the time, and, your DLC is all gone, then
It's
you're kind of like...
having dementia.
No, it's disappearing. It's dying. Oh, this one can't be 2-player, honey.
That's okay. I probably should go to sleep soon anyway, but I'll wait.
It is 8 o'clock.
I
I won't be... it was on the newsletter, guys, but there will not be Chung-Li tonight. It will be Dispatch.
Yeah.
It'll be Dispatch, and it'll be a mystery stream, because I'm not...
I'll stay up all night.
No. You have to work. I'm not going to be able to... We'll do Chung-Li as a... Because this stream is not coming back tomorrow. Like, this stream doesn't even have 1,000 views. It's going to take you guys a while to get 1,000 views for another episode. So Chung-Li will be first thing tomorrow. Then it will be Sonic. And then it'll be... I think I have an Ultimate stream, because there's Sonic DLC. Because we're at 800 views after 5 hours. So
Well,
it's going to take a day or two to get another episode of this.
Chair Bear, we can't buy new systems right now. We're in very bad shape. Like, if we were not in bad shape for our channel, we wouldn't be asking for members. Our computer that we run our streams on, half of the screen, we cannot even use a 0 button on our computer. We cannot use the screen. I don't have my own computer to actually do Photoshop on. We don't have any equipment, like an extra TV for the TV upstairs to record videos up there. I haven't bought a new phone in over 10 years. We had to go to one trip to see my family in Illinois, and we'll be paying that off for almost 7 months. We don't have any money to fix our car. I just got cat food and some trash bags, and I have $3 left in my account. Oh, we don't have any money. We won't have any money to buy a PS3 until 2030.
Wait, why would we buy another
Why
PS3? We already have a refurbished one that works fine. Just
Yeah,
because it doesn't
we're
work with
not-
The Simpsons?
We're not buying another console just because it might be, work better. We have to use the consoles we have. We can't just buy whatever we want.
Why can't you guys... This is what I don't understand. The people who are very adamant about this, like, anything can be patched, like, when they literally stopped, like, any production on the game after 2007. The only Simpsons game that works very, very well is the import from the United Kingdom. So if people have a Simpsons copy that works, you're playing a international copy. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. The American copy of the game, there are literally reports of the game going back almost 20 years. It's like 17, 18 years of thousands of gamers complaining. I'm not making stuff up. It is legit. The publication I worked for, that I made money on, that was my paycheck, gave The Simpsons a 4 out of 10 in 2007. The reason why they gave it such a low score is because of all the bugs we encountered when reviewing the game. Okay? And GameZone was a more reputable than IGN back in 2007. It was a Florida-based gaming, journalist company. They gave it a 4 out of 10. And the people on our forum site and all that other stuff, they experienced the same problems we did on PS3.
We don't have a problem with our PS3.
PS3 is fine.
The PS3 is literally fine. We even got a new cable for it and everything, and they said that was fine. So there's nothing wrong with our PS3 at all. It's the game.
Yeah, the game
We don't need a new. There's no reason to buy extra systems just to look fancy for no reason.
Yeah, I already have we bought a refurbished PS3 4 years ago, and every game that we've covered but The Simpsons works fine. Every series that has been PS3 on this channel since 2020 or 2021 has been off that PS3. And it's fine. The other PS3 is the one that is dead, and there's no reason to get another one because...
It's ignorant people on the internet that are trying to cause problems that said something about...
Bingo.
That there's some kind of problem. There's no problem. Luke's original assessment is accurate. The game is messed up. We're going to finish the series on a different system.
Probably
because in the United States, that game is bricked.
It can be bricked.
It can be bricked. It's just like, remember when we played Lego Batman games on older systems? And some of the times we would find a glitch, nobody else would find it. Mm-hmm. It's the same with bricking your game. Sometimes your game breaks, you get a game-breaking glitch, but somebody else may not.
Yep.
That's how glitches work. It's not going to happen to everybody's game. It's going to happen to some people's games. Our version of the game is broken.
Some people have, a bad disc. And when I mean a bad disc, there's nothing wrong with the disc. When you say bad disc, what that means is there's problems written into the code of the disc. So it would be like... I already have several copies of the Simpsons
I saw
game.
that person that said you could sand down the disc so it'd be smoother, and then the game would read it. I was like,
that would ruin the disc.
What planet is this person on? I've never heard of this in my life.
Do not do that. If you sand a...
Oh my gosh.
If you sand a CD, a DVD, or a Blu-ray, you are going to ruin that forever. Because those little rings that are on the disc, that is the data. So if you go through and you erase that stuff, your game will never work. You cannot do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
you'll literally destroy everything.
It's
that
toxic
thing does.
People on the internet that want to cause problems and the only reason why we're saying it on this stream rather than talking to them is there's no reason to argue with them because they're crazy.
Don't argue with stupid people.
They're insane.
Yep.
Like they're ignorant. The fact that Luke has worked for game publications and they haven't, and they're acting like know-it-alls, like coming over here. Like,
I can't stand people like that.
Like, really? I hate it, and how they act so superior. It's like, oh my gosh. Really?
Can't stand people like that.
And then if you argue them and prove them wrong, and they're like, you have no idea what you're talking about, and give them all the information, then they're like, well, it was just a suggestion. Why are you arguing with me? It's like, oh my gosh, now you're acting sad when you came over here all angry and like accusatory and coming over here trying to say that we were spreading false information. I gave you the data. I explained to you why you're completely 1,000,000% wrong. Why are you coming over here to our channel trying to cause problems? And then they realize that they're an idiot and then they're crying. It's like, well, weren't you bullying us first? Oh my gosh, just standing up for ourselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's funny. It is funny.
That's why I think a lot of these haters are like, oh, your viewers were toxic to me when I just tried to have a different opinion. It's like, I bet you came and said something mean, and then our fans stood up for us, and they were like, why are you being a jerk? And then they were like, fine, I'm leaving the community. And then they decided to go hack us because they felt bad because they were proven wrong. That's honestly what I think happened to most of the haters that hack us. Is they couldn't... Sarah was proud to admit that she had gone the wrong way. They're Sarah from The Land Before Time. They're the proud dinosaur that couldn't admit that they did the wrong thing. They couldn't apologize for being a jerk. Translation: Sarah couldn't apologize for being a jerk to Petrie and Littlefoot.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's set this for 10 o'clock. So there will be no Chung-Li tonight, unfortunately, because it's not going to get
Thank you.
used.
Exactly. Buying another PS3 would make... They'd be out of their mind to buy another one. And that's the thing, like, we also run a business, so if we had to buy a new system every time there was a tiny glitch in a game that we couldn't complete the series, do you know how poor we would be? We would be in debt. Because, literally, we're just doing the games that we have on hand, so we can make money. You know, we're not trying to go go into a second mortgage on our grandmother's house so we can afford 7,000 PS3s so we can finish every series that we've ever done. It's just a video game business. Like, if the game doesn't work, we can always play another one.
Yeah, that's
it's not that big of a deal. Like, people act like it's the end of the world. Like, well, you have to. Maybe you could get out a $7,000 loan to buy 1 million PS3s and one of them will work. It's like, no, I'm just playing another game. Like, it's not that important to me. Like, I don't understand. It must be billionaires commenting all the time because they have all this money to make sure they have the one working PS3 in existence.
Right. But it's not that. It's built in. I don't think.
I know our PS3 does work. I'm saying they have the one working American copy of The Simpsons in existence. There you go. That's what I meant to say. Excuse me.
Wait, what did that just say? Why does it say? Why can't I do that? What is it? Why won't it let me go onward? What's wrong? You cannot begin a spears-only battle with your current equipment? Huh? What spears-only battle?
It's like buying a game.
What?
The guy who sold it to you gives attitude for trying to return it, says Raspberry. Yeah. I got lucky with Cyberpunk 2077, says Jotaro. Most people wait a year of patches. Everyone's dumping bugs for the launch. My whole playthrough, I only had to reset 2 checkpoints. Oh wow, Jotaro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's how glitches work, or that's how game-breaking glitches work and stuff. It's like, it happens to some people, not others.
Well, I mean, it's burnt onto the disc. Like, that's
Yeah.
how it was. Some people might have gotten lucky and they didn't get the same, bug that other people got, but it all depends. There's no way of knowing. It's basically like trying to find, and there are lots of copies of the Simpsons games still around, but then it'd be like, what's the word I'm looking for? It'd be like playing the lotto, where you're going through and you're trying to find that one copy.
Yeah, and I wasn't trying to be mean to the person in the chat who was saying, like, oh, this kind of PS3 works better, but just so you know, we don't have a problem with our PS3. We're responding to haters over on our short about the Simpsons thing, explaining that our PS3 works fine, there's no problem with it, it's that game. And there's no way to patch the game right now, no matter if you could download an update to your PS3 or not. Just because you can update to your PS3 doesn't mean you can do a patch to a game from who knows when. I don't even know what, 1993?
No.
Okay.
2007.
2007, sorry.
Before patches were a thing.
Before patches were a thing. So yeah,
Companies did not start investing into patches because of incidences like The Simpsons, is why more companies were like, okay, we need to find a way of fixing our games online. So it's because of Simpsons and a couple other games that they really started to push the online patches anyway.
It with gaming and stuff, all I know as a simpleton myself is like, for instance, I have a really great printer that we spent at least $90 on downstairs in the basement. I lost the cord for that printer. That printer is amazing. It prints really well, but since I don't have the cord, I can't use it. I don't have to replace the printer. I need to replace the cord. That's the part that's missing. So that's how I think of this thing. It's like, there's nothing wrong with the PS3. It's the game that's a problem. So replacing the PS3 would do nothing. It would be the same result. You just put a faulty game into a shiny PS3 Slim. Thered be no difference. It'd still be broken.
Yeah.
So there's no reason.
Because it's going to run into the same problem. And then you're going to be like, huh, well, So, I mean, it would be cheaper for me to be like, alright, I'm just going to get the game for $60 on Wii and just do the story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's like with our stove. We kept replacing the stupid burner coils on our stove. It did nothing. Stove still didn't work. Because it was the stove itself that was messed up. Then they had to come in, and apparently the company told us we had to keep replacing it at Walmart, the burner coils. Then this new company that bought it has specific coils that's only for that stove, that only they had. And our apartment never told us about that. And apparently they said the stove works, so we haven't even used it.
I used it a little bit, but then
I've been nervous too. Then they installed the stupid fire alarms.
The reason why we haven't used the stove very much is because they've installed multiple fire alarms in the house now, and all the alarms, when there's smoke, they'll all go off now. So, and they're like, well, it's Pennsylvania law. You have to have all these.
No, but that's
things.
gonna be horrible if you can't get them off.
Yeah.
There has to be a way you can get on a chair and open that.
I'm sure you can, but you'll have to do it for every single smoke alarm.
That's fine.
Right. And this is my thing that I don't understand. I was arguing with the guy. I was like, we've had the smoke alarm go off when we're sleeping in the hallway. It is loud. We can hear it. There's no reason to install this in the bedroom because the one in the hallway will wake us up.
Yeah, what is the point of the alarm yeah, because there's already one in the hall.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 feet away from that is the door to the bedroom. Now we have one in our bedroom.
Yeah, our ears are
now
gonna
we're
bleed.
gonna have a heart attack.
Not a heart attack. Your ears are bleed because it's a high pitch.
Like it will be so loud. I mean, I think that's gonna cause people health problems to have. Like it's gonna hurt people physically to have that loud noise.
Well, yeah. Because I mean, the one in the hallway, and even if the one in the hallway didn't work, you still have the one that goes off in the office that's insanely loud, and now you have one down here, like right above the Batman calendar. Like there's no reason for it. It's a bad idea.
But like, just so you guys know, like if Luke bought a new PS3 Slim just so he'd feel like it, just for fun, like I would probably kill him for that because like I won't even let him spend more than like $20 on flowers for me. Like I don't like spending money. Luke's married to Mr. Scrooge.
No.
Mrs. Scrooge.
Why? When we play Max's Ultimate, like later this month, it's a PS3 game that we've had for years. When we play that PS3 game on our other PS3, it's going to be fine. What reason would I have to go for one game to go through all this hoopla for one game when every one of my PS3 games, whether it's Devil May Cry or whatever, I put in the system, it's fine. It's one game. I'm not going to... You would have to pay me $100 or more. Go to these haters. You would have to pay me money for me to waste all this time troubleshooting one game.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like,
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but it reminds me of when my family is like, well, why can't you come out here more? It's like, well, then why don't you pay me to come out here more? It's like, that's what I want to say to the haters. It's like, why can't you just buy a new system? It's like, okay, well, why don't you pay me to buy a new system then?
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you pay for it then? If it's so easy, if you have all this money sitting around, then just give it to me then.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyways, so, yeah, I know. Sorry, guys, I was venting about that. I didn't mean to get into it too much. So, I wish I could be on dispatch. Oh, Lukey, there. Yeah, take a left.
Oh, no, he's making us jump through all these hoops.
Oh, like, he's telling you where
He's
to
telling
go.
me what I need to do in order to clear...
Oh.
A flurry rush?
Like... But, yeah, it does suck when you're missing one thing. But,
I mean, it's less than $100 for me to get the Simpsons game on Wii. Right?
Yeah, and a
And
new
it's the
new
same-
system would be
It's the same
lot.
story. I just can't free roam. It'll be a little bit of a downgrade from visuals, but it's the same game.
At least Luke's finishing the game. If it was me doing this channel on my own, I would never buy another game to finish it. I'd be like, well, that's it.
No, but I'm saying like
I'm not finishing the series because that's $100 for a new game. No way.
I don't know what is a weak point in Smash? I don't even understand
It's
why.
Monster Hunter apparently.
Yeah,
Remember
why-
Monster Hunter has a weak point?
Yeah. Okay, there it is. So it's basically stuff that you always do in the game. It's just they're ordering you. You have to do it in a specific order for you to clear this challenge.
Yeah, you always do the weak point.
Yeah, I always do the follow up in the weak points or something, just making me do it. I have to adhere to certain conditions before they let me finish.
Haha, Raspberry says, I'm sorry. I forgot that money just grows on trees because they have it by the dozen apparently, says Raspberry.
Oh, most of our haters who did cyber attacks, they were spending thousands of dollars a week against us.
Yeah.
You know, like doing all kinds of crap to like cause our streams to crash. That's not free. They're spending thousands and thousands of dollars. When their government funds ran out, their subsidized checks or whatever, they stopped DDoSing us because they didn't have the money anymore. It's not like we can just, like, you know, cast a spell on us and try to get rid of us. They literally had to pay companies or individuals to try and, you know, crash our streams. That's very expensive. Denial of service attacks like 20 years ago wasn't very expensive, but also it didn't cause that much damage.
Yeah.
Like the ones today, they cripple companies, but they cost thousands of dollars each time you run it. So the people who messed with us, who did cyber terrorism, which that's what it was, it, you know, cost them a lot of money for a long time. They probably could have bought a nice car or done all kinds of stuff.
Well, they could have spent that money on a house or something.
Well, they could have saved up for a house, yeah.
Eventually.
Eventually. But nah, they wanted to get rid of us because we're like the great Satan to them. It's weird. All because I have a different view of comic books and Harry Potter than them. It's insane. The internet's a crazy place.
But everyone does. Like, everyone has the same view as you do. Everyone has I mean, most normal people have a common sense view. They just interviewed Keira Knightley, who's voicing a character in Harry Potter. And they tried to, you know, she's the one who played in the, oh my gosh, I forgot. She played Elizabeth Swann in the Pirates of the Caribbean. So she's voicing a character in Harry Potter in an audiobook, and they tried to, interviewer tried to get her into a corner and say, like, what do you think about J.K. Rowling's controversial blah blah blah? And she said, well, I think we all have different views on different things, and she said, I hope that we can all just learn to get along and look past that and just do our job.
Just sensible answer.
And it was like, oh my gosh, like, why doesn't everyone say this to every interview? She's basically saying, I don't care, like, you have some weird controversy, this is just my job.
Yeah.
Like, this has nothing to do with me. Like, why are you talking to me about this?
Right.
Like, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, why isn't this the response that we've had for the last 9 years that everyone should have been doing? Like, that's the sane choice. Like, what in the world? And it's just like, thank you, you know? And it's like, it just shows, like, that, like, you know, people with actual talent or that actually work hard in their lives have a common sense view that it's like, this has nothing to do with me, you know? Everyone has a different opinion, and I'm moving on, and I'm just doing my job. Like, that's a normal viewpoint, but these haters are insane.
Yep.
Everything is about, like, oh, I heard that, you know, they have a lemon tree in the back, and that shows that they hate, you know, they hate the natural marsupials that are native to this area because those are allergic to lemons. They're secretly trying to kill this native animal because they have a lemon tree. Like, that's the way that they think. Because they're crazy.
Yeah. Alright, so if you guys would like more Zelda, that's the best we can do. We went for 5 hours and 27 minutes. There were 2 breaks that happened, so we can cut some stuff out, but we can't cut all, so this will still end up being a 3-hour stream or something like that. Sorry about that. If you guys would like more Hyrule Warriors, for Saturday, 1,000 views is required. Your stream tomorrow for the 3 o'clock will kick off with Chung-Li. Kickoff. And next up is Dispatch. And then later tonight will be... could either be an Ultimate Selects for Jotaro or Drago or somebody. Or it could be a mystery game. You know, there's potential for that. But Dispatch is next. I'm going to get the music running because it was a lot of fun. But our hourly views are dipping again. So we have to start the next stream. I have to make a YouTube short. I have to do a lot of stuff. So thank you guys for watching. And I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And Hyrule Warriors will continue provided it gets 1,000 views. If you guys are not receiving our videos, there's less and less people here every stream. Please sign up for our free newsletter over on Kwingsletsplays.com. It's Kwingsletsplays.com. You can sign up for our free newsletter. Yes, that's free. And you'll find out when the streams are happening every single day. Do not use YouTube notifications. They will never work. The channel is shadow banned. Please use our free, easy service. That is no cost to you whatsoever. Just 12 seconds of your time. Kwingsletsplays.com. All right, guys. God bless. Happy gaming. See you on Dispatch.